Let's have a meltdown. Okay.
Listen, we all just need some certainty in these trying times.
Don't we all? How's the stream looking? Are we...
I think
It is successfully not 360.
Okay, great.
Wait, how will you no scope then?
Kinda cool, says the people who don't have to watch it for several hours. I too am not sure how I would feel about 360-degree Star Wars.
Looks like it's back to normal.
But you don't like using your mouse to awkwardly scroll around and look like at different parts of the screen when you could normally just have it up?
I remember, oh god, this was so long ago now, but Mike Shinoda released a single, and it was a YouTube music video that was done entirely in 360 degrees.
Oh god, why?
And at first I was like, oh, this is such a cool idea, and then like 1 minute into it, I was just stressed out because I was constantly cycling around trying to figure out where he was in every shot. It was such a nightmare.
Yeah, experimenting with technology in music videos is like,
Yeah.
very rarely goes well.
All right, so we'll do a quick little recap just to get everyone up to speed. Last time you guys were sent out to find a patrol of clone troopers that went missing. You located the transponder for some of their escape pods on a planet that Nesbrinto was able to identify as Morbrand, or as it was previously known long ago, Korriban, the Sith homeworld. You guys entered the atmosphere. There was a pretty severe storm, and the ship is currently buried somewhat like a golf ball on the planet. And that's where we left off. So, you know, what's the plan, team?
Okay. Am I remembering correctly that the ship crashed and is like fine,
Yeah.
but is buried?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably try and ignite the thrusters to kind of get you out of the dirt here.
Are we
An option.
do we the Destiny pool's still set from last time?
Yeah, Destiny Pool doesn't get reset until the actual like adventure is over. So that'll stay as it was.
Are there any new notes or anything that we should read before we get into it?
No
So
new
we
notes
just
were
finished
added.
ending.
Oh,
Yep.
okay,
No
good.
new notes were added. Nothing,
Just checking.
Nothing special. Yep.
Good, it was good.
You had a
call.
lot last time. There was a lot of
Exactly. There's a lot of catching up
deal with.
sometimes.
Yeah, lots of
Can
Republic.
I use the
business.
force. Can Ness use the force to sense if there's like living things just immediately outside of the ship?
Like,
Yes.
can Ness use the Force to just lift us out of the sand like a
Yeah,
real
come
Jedi?
on.
I was also thinking that was.
Oh wait, I need to roll another one. I forgot
That
you
one
had two
Star
of these.
Wars guy
Yeah.
do that, right?
Two.
He just like
Also,
lifted the ship out of the water. Who was
well-
that guy?
Oh my
Oh,
God,
I'm not
that-
a legend like Luke Skywalker. Leave me alone, all right? I'm not
I
a
was
real
gonna
Jedi.
say,
I'm
that's-
going home.
I think
thought you were a Jedi.
the ship is gonna need to be about 3 silhouettes smaller for Ness to be able to
I'm
help
not
you out
anywhere
with the force.
near the force power. Anyways, I got two light side pips, which I will gladly use to use sense.
Yeah, sure. So that is definitely good enough to let you know there are definitely some life forms nearby. Definitely.
Great.
Can you
Cool.
sense if they're human or humanoid?
No, I think it just tells me if it's
No,
like
he
a
just-
living thing.
There's definitely life nearby.
General Scanner Cyanid, can you?
Yeah, wait. Yes, it looks like there's some life forms. I sent some life forms out around the ship. I think it'd be good if we can get some scanners online and maybe see if they're friendly or otherwise, considering we're on the Sith homeworld.
Where was that site that I was using for everything before?
FFG
my items.
Star Wars RPG Wiki thing? No.
Probably.
Wow, Meg, is this what you were doing? You were
There was a lot of
Important-
talk.
I just added on from the last drawing.
Wow.
Can you scan? Can you scan?
Wow.
Do your scanner scan?
Yeah, can I use my
The-
scanner?
Do we have shovels? Can I start digging out the ship?
Well, I was gonna say the first thing I want to do is try to like get the ship out of the sand.
Straighten it
Like,
out?
See
Yeah,
if the
good idea.
thrusters will do that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so go ahead and give me a piloting check. This will just be against a difficulty of 2. Although you're going to add 3 setback die to this to account for trying to maneuver it out of a pit of sand here.
Okay. Difficulty 2, 3. No, that's not setback die. What's the letter for setback? Just S?
I think it's. Oh god, I don't remember. It's been too long.
I thought it was S.
B?
Yeah, it was S.
B is boost.
Boost. S
Oh,
is
that's
setback,
right.
I
B is
think.
boost, S is setback. That's correct.
Okay. Do you think that this is a task that would be assisted by me having an extra arm?
Oh my god.
Yes. I'm gonna say yes.
We're gonna hear this a lot, I
Excellent.
think.
And I have that
This is
thing
gonna
that cancel
be
out
this
that
is gonna
thing.
be like in a D&D campaign. Whenever you're at the entrance of like a dark cave, whoever the elf is in the party will immediately be like, "I have dark vision." Oh Jesus!
I don't do great.
Oh.
Woof.
Bro.
Thank God I have that flight assist. Otherwise, there would have been 2 more setback die.
Okay. All right. So here's what happens. You are all recovering from a pretty rocky landing, and you all kind of feel the engine sort of kick in, and N7 starts riding the ship, and you all kind of feel balanced again, and the ship comes down a little bit, and it just starts to sink even further, but
Cool.
now it's straight. And it sinks very far to the point where N7, your sensors are going off for like debris getting caught in the engine, and everything goes into emergency shutdown in order to
Okay.
stop it from doing further damage. And so the ship is now powered down, the engines are not functioning, and you guys are very buried.
That Vigo's gonna be pissed.
It's not my ship, I guess.
Well, I think we should get out and see if we can remedy this somehow.
Yeah, we should probably get out of this ship.
Okay, what?
Let's
Yeah,
scan the area. With
Yeah,
the
can I scan
You absolutely
for
can
like infrastructure, like tunnels or?
Meg's gonna get on Star
Hands
Trek now.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Like, what's going on?
Play your little tricorder.
Yeah.
So your scanner gets a little bit of interference because of the storm on the planet right now, but it does pick up some life forms that are sort of out and about. You pick
out
up
and
some,
about.
yes, you pick up some things that are coming from way up here, and pinging the north part of the map. You also pick up some signals that are just sort of like smattered around. There's some like over here, over here, over here, and they kind of vary in size. The stuff way up here is pretty faint right now. You're getting a much stronger signal from the things that are sort of over here, but what any of it is, that you're not really sure of.
Do you guys want to try and communicate with these things?
Oh, I was gonna be like, is there any SOS on the comms? Because like apparently some soldiers ended up stranded here, right?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes,
That's why we're here, I think.
Brilliant
So
idea,
the-
A1.
Yes.
With my average intelligence, I'm like, maybe the people we came to save are sending out messages for help.
A1 is like, check that comms. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, duh.
Yeah, so okay, when you guys check the comms, you get a transponder signal that's coming from right here. You guys can actually see these sort of downed escape pods from where you are. In order to get some more information, you would need to actually get out there and take a look at it. But you can definitely see the site where these escape pods came down. And you can also kind of make out areas where they set up camp, it looks like, when they first set down. However, you're not getting any signals outside of this escape pod from here. If someone wants to make a... What are checks even called in this game? I've only been away for a week, and I'm already just like, I don't remember what anything is.
How deep
hold
are
on.
we under the sand?
So you guys are pretty heavily buried at this point. There are some hatches on the top of the ship that you could safely get out of. You could try opening.
Like, are we
the
fully
main gate.
submerged?
We're like an iceberg. Like 10% of the ship is still above ground.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so-
about
okay.
that's about where you
submarine
guys are at.
style. Yeah.
You aren't completely buried, but you know it's not looking good.
It is now not trivial for me to dig us out of the sand. Instead,
You're-
we're now.
You're gonna need a
I
lot
don't
more.
think it was
shovels.
trivial before either.
We were like lightly buried. I could have moved some sand around. Sand.
If someone wants to make we're going to call it a computer check. You can see if you can pick up any other signals against difficulty of 2. It'll be also with 3 setback die because of interference from the storm.
Who is best in computers?
Probably me.
Yeah. But you can help him if you want.
You can help me.
All right.
Not so great. More of the talking.
I don't know computers. I just am
I
one.
think helping me would just give me like a boost die, I believe.
Yeah, if both your skills and your attributes are higher, then she just provides
Yeah.
a boost die.
You said 3 setback die and what difficulty?
2.
Okay. Meg, what's your computer skill?
I have 3 intellects and 1 in computer.
Okay.
YGG.
Yep.
Are you just adding it to yours?
Hey, is this
Voodoo.
is this a task that would be assisted by having 1 additional arm?
No, not this one.
Jesus.
Not this one.
It's every shot you don't take.
Piloting, yes. This, no. But you got it anyway. Okay. So N7, you're actually able to cut through the storm, and you're able to kind of identify something that's in all the interference. And it is an SOS signal that is coming from up north this way. And it's really, really broken up, but you make out the sound of a clone trooper. And you just kind of catch words here and there, but he's saying like something like our coordinates 27, 82, and it's all kind of getting broken up. But you definitely know it's coming from up north here.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a signal. Do we know how like far away stuff is from us right now? Like you said, we could see the crash pods.
Well,
Are
Are these the green? It's like this right here, right?
Yeah, those are the pods and everything right
Yeah,
up, right
the
out
signal's
here.
up here somewhere.
And it's
Yeah.
safe to assume that north is up on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I want to
I'm
go
curious
check
about,
out
like-
the pods and tents.
I'm curious about like the scale of this. Are the pods like 100 feet away from us? know.
Scale's a good question. I would
How
say
many
it's
days walk?
Yeah.
it would be in good conditions. It would be like maybe a 15-minute walk to get to those pods from your ship.
Okay.
There is kind of a nasty storm out there, so like there's going to be some problems, but it is definitely well within walking
Wait,
distance.
it's a sandstorm?
Yeah, there's a sandstorm outside.
Sandstorm.
All right, time to play some Darude.
Darude.
Oh god,
Damn it.
Fuck.
I'm like, please don't.
I regret all the choices for this setting all of a sudden.
I'm sorry.
So when you say sandstorm, okay, actually, can I make a knowledge check about whatever I know to be like how dangerous a sandstorm is?
Yeah, sure.
I'm also curious about that. I don't want sand getting all up in my circuitry.
What am I rolling?
Gets everywhere.
Let's.
Kind of like short circuit.
This is just going to be this will just be a difficulty of 2 and no setback die. I'm going to say weather probably doesn't affect your ability to think about stuff.
What?
All
Is that
right.
just like if I wanted to roll for that, is that just like a knowledge check?
Yeah, it would just be
Just
like
a like intellect?
yeah, just kind of a general intellect check. You could use.
Education.
I was going to say you could use like planetary knowledge or something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna roll intellect.
It could have
Or
been survival, but I'm glad
survival
it was
probably
intellect.
would have been. Yeah, survival's probably a good one too. Yeah, I mean, so you guys know that you can.
I'm not good at survival. That would have been a very different roll.
I'm no worse at survival than I am at knowing things somehow.
So the storm outside is pretty bad. Being out in it for prolonged periods of time would definitely be a problem, but just getting out to that crash site and taking a look would not present any like significant issues in terms of your ability to sort of scout out the area and come back. But just generally, you don't want to be exposed to it for long periods of
I
time.
have a spacesuit and a breath mask.
Great.
That's cool.
That is that.
I can fly at 35 kilometers per hour. Can I
so
go
the-
check it out?
Wait, like actually? Fucking goddamn it.
So in terms of oxygen on this planet, this is breathable. So I don't know if you're going to necessarily need that oxygen mask, but some sort of protection from the storm will certainly help.
I'm a robot.
Yeah, you are that.
I'm getting really tired of this
Helpful.
robot privilege.
Droid. Everyone use droid.
Sorry, droid.
Robots.
There was a lot of downsides to being a droid. It's just that they haven't come up. You bags need
you
to
were
step up your
owned
game.
by Officer Wolfowitz for a little bit. That was kind of
Yeah, look what I got out of that.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'm going out there. I don't know if
Okay.
anyone's gonna follow me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go as well. I if nothing else, just to like take a look at the ship.
Okay, yeah.
I'm coming out and doing.
I'm coming out.
Yep, I think I will. Ness will
Is
also.
everyone checking things out?
I mean, how dangerous is it out there?
I mean, you know that there's life forms out there. You don't really know exactly what they are. You've identified where the signal is coming from. I went ahead and just put a little text thing up there. So, I mean, in terms of the storm, like, prolonged exposure is a problem, but going out to this crash site and getting back, it shouldn't present any issues as far as the storm is related.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay. Everyone going out, huh? I should probably get you guys out there. Hold on.
Someone lock the ship. Beep beep.
The repo people may come and take it.
Hey Google, remember where I parked? No, shut up, Google. Not actually. No.
I'm surprised you. I'm like, come on, Sean.
Did Google remember where you parked?
It used to do that back when.
No,
What was
it
it?
does do that. Yes, it does do that. I think the one on my counter tried to, and it's very confused because it's on my counter.
I should rephrase. Like, was it Google Now? There was like a Google service that'd be like, oh hey, I like just auto remember where you park, and like here's your packages and blah blah blah, and we turned that down.
Yeah, it's still available. It's just hard to get to.
Yeah.
So-
Like
You
Google
can
Assistant or
still.
something?
It
I'm
still
terrible at
works.
remembering where I park, so I still ask it to like.
you have to
remember
like
where I park.
explicitly be like, oh hey Google, do the thing,
No,
instead
it
of
works
just being
on
useful.
on iOS, it'll just remember if you're stopped for a while. If you were moving and you stopped for a while, it will like drop a pin. Because we actually did that on a sailboat recently, and we dropped a crab pot and we were like, oh, we should go mark a thing, and it's like, oh, Google already marked it for us. But then we started moving and it forgot. And we were very upset. So it took us like an hour to find the crab pot.
Oh god.
God.
Oh no.
There were 5 crabs in it though. Totally.
Technology.
Oh man. Oh, good stuff. All right, you guys should all have control of your pieces. So go ahead and position yourselves.
I searched for sand music and I'm playing the first result now.
Great. Good.
What the fuck is sand music?
If it's not
yeah,
sandstorm,
so any-
it's probably gonna be bad.
So any actions you guys have to take that are in regards to like any sort of like physical actions or athletics will be at 3 setback die while you're out here, just so you're aware. When you're in shelter, that'll mostly go away, unless you're doing something like trying to scan. But yeah, just throwing that out there for everyone. Okay. What does everyone want to do? What do they want to check out?
I want to go to the pod.
Yeah.
Okay.
definitely
I want
the
to
pod.
scan it.
Go
Great.
into that pod vent.
And
I'll
then
go
I'm
ahead
gonna
and
pick
have
up
you
pieces
guys.
of debris to curry favor with N7 at some point in the future.
Smart, I guess.
Escape pods make great salvage.
I am
God,
bringing
yeah.
a repulsor clamp with me because I'm gonna see if I can't drag some of this home.
That's
Well-
great, but there is a slight problem with that, which is the escape hatch at the top of the ship. It's gonna be pretty hard to fit one of these escape pods through there.
It's fine. I'll leave it nearby. I'll make use of this. It's not like I want to waste time bringing stuff back, but if I can
Right.
grab a little hunk and
Whoa.
just like carry it over my shoulder, like not a big deal.
It's highly subjective.
Hey, y'all are gonna go looking for footprints and stuff. I'm gonna saw off part of an escape pod and bring it home. Tomato, tomato.
I support
Okay.
N7 because he built a back-to tank and put it in my room. So.
He did. That's true.
He's so crafty.
For one person at a time. Yeah.
I forgot
Does
that
anyone
we-
else want to back the tank?
Forgot that we did that. Okay. So my
Shopping was very
my-
successful last time.
My crew that is checking out the site here, go ahead and give me a perception check. Difficulty of 2, and include those 3 setback die to account for fighting the weather.
Am I looking inside the tent though? Does that count as inside?
Wherever you want to look. Let me know where you're what
I want to
you're
look
examining.
inside the tents.
You said perception, yeah?
Yes, perception.
And you said 2 difficulty?
2 difficulty, and then 3 setback die to account for the weather.
How do we turn off the sand?
Build a weather device.
Yeah, that sucked.
Talk to.
Difficulty 3 setback. All right.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah. This is gonna be
the
a rough
setback
one.
die are
Hey,
Oh, yes.
Des got it. Okay. So a lot
Thank
of you, you guys make the long trek out here, and the wind is blowing, and a lot of you kind of have like your arms up the whole time, trying to just block everything coming out, except for the droids who just walk in it, because who cares?
Thank you.
But the rest of you are really fighting the weather here, and it kind of impedes your ability to really like carefully examine it.
No one else is RPing this.
The
I
thing,
am aerodynamic.
Oh
The
my
thing,
god, I want to
um,
see Meg LARP now. I think you're ready.
I'm pretty sure she'll do it.
that's good. All right. So the thing that all of you are able to tell when you get out there is that after these escape pods landed, they definitely set up camp just like right outside of them. Implication there being that obviously the weather probably wasn't as bad when they first landed. So, you know, possible they went seeking shelter. However, Des, you are able to identify not only footprints of kind of like where they went, but by looking around and sort of seeing the area nearby, you notice what looks kind of like slash marks in one of the tents. And as you examine it a little further, you're 90% sure that a battle took place here.
You guys see these slash marks over here?
I don't see much of anything, but
I'm pretty sure I'm face down in the sand after that roll. So.
After that roll, I feel like that's just like, see what?
Okay, so
How
I
did you
grab
make
you
out?
by like the arm and drag you over and point. And I take out my little fusion rod, the lantern. I
Yeah,
assume
no,
because
it
it's
is.
like
Oh yeah,
it's dark
it does
too.
look like there's something here. I'll take your word for it, Des.
Can I use my knowledge of warfare to deduce what might have caused these slash marks?
Hell yeah.
Ooh, yeah, why don't you
Okay.
go ahead and do that for me?
Warfare
If you
knowledge.
have,
Look at you playing a role-playing game.
if you have,
That's good shit.
if you have Outer Worlds as well, or if anyone has like Outer Rim knowledge,
Outer Rim is
Outer
a thing.
Rim.
I have
Anyone-
that. I'm busy trying to saw an
just
engine
Underworld.
off
Oh my god. Yeah, you're set. Oh my gosh.
Let him saw the ending. It's fine.
Oh my god. Need to get this ready here.
My little
Okay.
boy.
Let me see how we're doing.
What's the difficulty?
Oh, right, sorry. For this, I'm going to say the difficulty for this one is 3. You do not need to include the setback die because I don't imagine the wind is harming your ability to think about what made it. So, just the those are only
Oh
setbacks.
shit.
You're going to want to give me 3 difficulty.
Maybe I'll get a better result.
Okay.
I mean, kind of. Yeah, you're not sure. You don't know what made this.
Huh.
Something sharp.
It looks like
Thank you.
someone.
That's basically. I'm like,
So
It
do
looks
I
like someone
Take it with
understand?
that, too.
Yeah,
go
yeah,
for it.
absolutely. Go for it.
Okay.
Do like the slash
3
marks
difficulty.
look like, or are we trying to determine this? Do they look like an animal's like claws, or a knife?
well, we
fight?
don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out, Meg. That's
Okay.
the point of the roll.
I got it.
I'm,
So I was-
I'm smart
I was-
enough now to
Sorta.
think, but I'm not smart enough to know.
It's grown
So I was
smarter.
about to say, Wolfwoods, you didn't have to include the setback die, but you got it anyway.
Oh, I didn't have to. I thought that was environmental.
Well, so was this a knowledge check or was this a perception check?
This is the knowledge. This is
Yeah.
a knowledge check. I guess. Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
that doesn't matter.
knowledge check. You didn't have to include the setback for, but that's
Just
okay. You
omit
got
the
it
threat.
anyway.
You can just omit the threat then,
Yeah.
because that's pretty much just cancels each other out.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So Wolfwitz, you're looking at the slash marks, and you're thinking about what creatures you know of that have been an issue for the Republic out here on the Rim. And a lot of things sort of start circling around in your head, and it's like, well, we know there's life forms, but we haven't seen any. Slash marks, and something sort of clicks. And you know immediately what did this. It's called a Malura. They are a sort of panther-like creature that show up on rim planets, and they're a real pain. They have sort of like stealth bio mechanics, so they're able to kind of hide their look in in the environment, and they can be real pesky bastards. They usually don't attack anyone in like large groups. They tend to be more sort of like behave a little bit more like vultures, right? They sort of pick on carrion and stuff, but when they get hungry, they'll make a move.
How do you spell Malura?
Malura.
Malraa.
I can only find Darth Malora. which
Yeah,
is definitely
exactly.
Wait, you mean the local fauna isn't also dark?
Well, we are on the Sith Helm planet, so like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not technically. It doesn't feel too far off, to be honest.
I still can't
Yeah, I
search
mean, if you guys want to know what they look like, I have got an image for you here.
Yes, please.
Do it.
Yeah, so enjoy this.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Ooh.
It looks like my cat when she's mad.
No, that's just not
That's
okay
how
with
you
this.
thinks she looks like when she's mad.
Those
Yes.
are big teeth and big
True.
claws. Those are going into Ness's flesh at some point.
Yogi.
Or mine, and I'll need that back to tank.
So yeah, that is, you're like, you don't know for sure that that's what did it, because there's some other creatures out on the rim that could potentially do it, but just putting everything together, it feels like that's the most likely thing that's out here.
So, just I don't
Yeah.
know if this counts as a knowledge check. Like, how dangerous are different places? Like, is this like Australia level, like Africa level, or is this like North America level, where it's like, oh, you might run into a coyote or something? Right? You might get in a tussle with like a moose.
Don't fuck with moose, by the way.
Yeah,
That's
that's,
not a
saying-
good
I'm not
example.
saying they're a joke, but compared to like Australia or Africa,
this is drop bear levels of dangerous. It's not good.
okay.
Drop bears are different from koalas, right?
Are drop bears like the kind of bears that carry beer with them, like the dogs that have whiskey?
I honestly don't know what a drop
That
bear
would be
is.
amazing.
So my understanding is that drop bears are an urban myth that Australians like to say to watch out for to tourists.
Huh.
Okay.
I just always
Yeah.
picture koalas just like
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, I
cannonballing out of the
goes is-
trees.
I believe the way it works is they'll tell you that, like, you know, it looks kind of like a koala, but it's really dangerous and it'll fall on you and like try to kill you. So you got to watch out for them.
So it's just like a koala, but mad and somehow dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
Like koalas.
Exactly. Oh God. Sorry.
I would like to attempt to saw. Am I seeing engines on the back of these escape pods?
So yes, at this point they're mostly depleted, but you can definitely still strip the mechanics and everything.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Drag that in. You could probably drag the bottom half of these things in pretty okay if you
I
dismantle them.
have my little like repulsor lifter thingy, so
Great.
I can drag a piece of this home.
I'm gonna say cutting it's probably pretty easy to do for. Oh God, what did you find? Okay.
This is Wikipedia.
I was just like, yeah, same. First search result for drop bear.
Oh my god.
Oh god, it's a main core.
With a claw.
For the
Don't like
actual dragging of the piece back, just for fun, give me an athletics check against a difficulty of 1.
All of us?
If anyone wants to assist N7 in this, they certainly can.
That's
'Cause
what
I
system.
I have my repulsor clamp.
Yes. Why don't you go ahead and add 2 boost die for me for the
double check
repulsor
what that-
clamp.
Hey, M7. I'm gonna
I can
help
hold
you.
an object of encumbrance 10 or less in the air.
This is definitely less than 10. considering that you have sawed a big piece of it off. So, yeah, you can
Okay.
definitely just lift this thing.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why don't you go ahead and add 2 boost die to reflect that, and then you also have a bunch of people helping you out. So if anyone
okay.
has,
I'm 7.
athletics-
Do you want my help? I'm more than
Athletics,
happy to help
group
you.
I have quite a bit
Uh,
of athletics.
difficulty of 2. And do I need setback die because it's shitty outside?
You are fighting that storm, yeah. So you are still
Okay.
adding those 3 setback die.
Are people helping me?
Yes.
You definitely have a
Do
lot
I
of
get-
people ready to help.
How much boost do I get for people helping me?
What is your brawn and your athletics skill?
My brawn in athletics?
It's 1. It's just the 1. It's just a green.
I've got slightly more than that.
And
so I
Ness.
get to-
So I know both Des and Ness are looking to help out. Ness, what's your athletic skill look like?
So I have 4 brawn, and it's YGGG. 1
Okay.
yellow, 3.
I know
Oh,
we
he's
kept him
got
around
more
for a
than me.
reason.
That's strong.
Yeah. So
Strong.
basically, you're just going to roll Ness's stats for this one.
YGGG.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I think I got the roll here.
So many dice on this damn planet. Okay, crit and a failure. I'm gonna say the crit sort of overrides the failure in this case.
I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, you
works.
guys, you are, you lift this thing
Wait,
in
did
the
you use
air.
your extra arm bonus?
Oh, this would have
I
been an extra
didn't.
arm bonus. This
Yeah, I
definitely would have
didn't.
been
Roll
an
the extra
bonus.
arm. Maybe.
I can roll the extra arm.
Oh, dear.
Hey, there you go.
I did it.
Yeah. So yeah, you lift this thing in the air, and the wind is like getting ready to just like carry it away constantly, and you're just like fighting
Yeah.
with it. And then Ness just walks over and just like grabs the top and holds it steady while he assists you and just taking it over to the ship.
I know I made him a back to tank for a reason.
Go ahead and add like let's say 750 credits worth of salvage to your pile.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Ooh,
Is
that
that
sounds,
a
that
lot?
sounds like a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna write this down separately because later on I kind of want to try to turn it into an engine for the speeder bike that I'm building.
Building a
That makes
speeder
sense.
bike?
That makes sense.
That's great. That's awesome.
He's working on one.
Wait, you're not gonna make a pod racer?
Speeder bikes are better.
I want something like useful.
I know, but okay. The real question is, could anyone in the crew even pilot a pod racer?
In theory,
Planet-
Jedi should.
I have planetary piloting.
Wait, you're telling me Qui-Gon Jinn could have piloted the pod racer successfully?
In theory.
Really though? I thought the whole point was
No,
that
I mean I think like not very well. I think
Jedi
like
can do anything.
he could maybe react in
Aye.
time, but he wasn't very good at like.
he could use the Force to sense that Anakin can do.
There you go. Done.
Now this is pod racing.
This is obviously Jedi reflexes.
Oh dear, we're off to a great start.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, it was a good game.
It was a good game. This is true.
All the prequel games were pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that era of Star Wars games was just good, pretty much. So.
I am satisfied with my excursion.
Excellent. Yeah. I mean, you guys got some good information here. You know where those troopers are. You know what may be between you and them right now. So what's the plan?
Okay, so there's literally nothing else here other than like empty pods and empty tents.
Yeah. So I mean, the
There's
good
no like
news.
written love letter to one of the guys. Oh, I guess clone troopers don't have like
Written
girlfriends
love
and or
letter.
wives.
Sure, but finally,
They have
oh, yeah.
brothers. They love their brothers.
They all have their brothers. It's true.
Wait, are
So-
they
all the
brothers if they're
pictures-
clones?
They all
pictures of-
call themselves brothers.
They're
Yeah.
brothers, but it's just a picture of
They're all
themselves and they
related.
don't know.
It's the same picture. Everyone has the same picture of their
They just give
brothers.
everyone the same picture.
It's issued at birth.
So the good news for Wolfowitz at least is you don't find any bodies at this site. So whatever happened out here, it doesn't look like there were any casualties. It's possible
there-
the storm would have buried someone, but from what you can tell, it looks like they all made it out.
are there any? I guess there's a sandstorm, so maybe not. Are there any footprints or any signs of things being dragged? Or...
So Des was able to identify what looked like a lot of sort of disturbed, like footprint sort of things heading north. They're pretty dim and hard to pick out, but she was able to figure it out. And you guys also were able to kind of identify where that signal was coming from, and it's all coming from up there. So.
A nicely listed escape signal, question mark, question mark, question mark.
I was just going to say we should head towards the question marks, but now that you point out that there's an escape signal on there, I'm not wearing my glasses. That seems like where we should go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys you managed to pick out a lot more information here than I thought you would. I thought that storm would set you guys back a little more.
A surprise, but a welcome one.
Yes.
All right, let's roll. I'm gonna head.
Is that a trip that we can really feasibly do?
Yeah. So I mean, it's a bit of a hike, but it's definitely doable. The issue is going to be something else. So
I'm very worried about like finding the ship when we come back. Is that like I want to?
So
are you? I mean, I figured
there's a
not everybody
sandstorm
was
right
coming with
now.
us.
there is a sandstorm right now. So what are you thinking, N7? What's your plan?
Can we check
Do you
their
wanna
weather?
Take a look at this ship, maybe.
Should we maybe send a couple people out? I know Des has long-range comms. The ship has long-range comms. That might be able to get through the storm.
Just send Des by herself to scout it out.
Scout it out a little bit. Maybe we'll see if we can get the ship out of the sand. I don't want it to get like buried while we're gone.
I can make
Maybe we can
myself-
get it closer to this signal.
Undetectable with my force powers.
That's
What?
true.
Oh, okay. Well, it
So
sounds
one
like you're a great
thing, so one
candidate
thing at
to
a
go.
time, right?
What?
Yeah.
Is this in the manipulation tree?
Yeah, I just was updating N7. I was just looking at it. So I have Shroud. The character may spend one destiny point to make himself undetectable via force powers and make his own powers go unnoticed for the remainder of the encounter.
Okay.
So it's under Sentinel Shadow. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
And
It makes
then-
your powers undetectable, or it makes
So
you
it
undetectable?
prevents you from being detected.
So it prevents me, and then I could potentially also disguise myself with the force.
Uh-huh.
Did you say with a horse?
Yes.
Force.
Horse. With a horse, yes. She just kills a horse and just...
Whose horse is that?
We did a lot of shopping last time. I don't know.
Yeah. Someone could have bought a horse.
His horse.
Who knows?
My horse powers are off the charts.
May use this power to force target receive a singular illusion or object. So I can alter the perceived appearance of a chosen person or object instead of hiding it. So I can also hide myself with the force though too.
Yes. Shroud will be your more useful option here. I'll just go ahead and tell
Okay.
you that.
Do we have destiny points still?
Yeah. You know what? We should get a look at what our destiny situation looks like.
Yeah.
How long does it last again?
I believe when it comes to Shroud, I think it actually just straight up says it's up to the GM.
Oh.
So
Cool.
whoops! I just used a dark side point.
Oh shit, what's gonna happen?
Oh, whoops. That's a whoops.
Oh, no!
Well, that's fine. We might as well
Make
just
it
keep
so.
moving on. Let's not worry about it.
Yeah. Oopsie daisy. I wonder what's going to happen there. Don't worry. I'll think of a way to make use of it. But okay, so N7, you wanted to take a look at the ship, right?
Yeah, I want to look into like cleaning up the engines and seeing
Sure.
if I can make a more informed plan to get the ship out of the sand.
Okay. And then Des, you're scouting things out. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I'm going with her.
Now's the time to decide these things.
No.
Wait,
She's going by
do you-
herself?
Do you
She's
want
okay
no one
with
to
that?
go with you?
All right.
Like the whole
thi-
point is that I'm like super like
Yeah, let her
supposedly
have this.
Right, that's fine.
undetectable.
Just don't die on us or anything.
I'm an
I believe
officer of
in
the
a
Republic. I
Jedi.
can inspire them. I inspired them in the last time.
Really?
You can
Yeah.
inspire
Bard.
the monsters?
They love me.
My God, he's the bard.
You
Yeah,
just
I am
can't.
the bard.
Oh yeah.
But I have. That's
It
what I
took
do.
you two now to realize he's the bard.
Yeah.
All the nacho chips and conversations
No, it didn't.
clue
It
you
didn't
in.
like sink in.
And all the shrimp stuffed in his pockets.
What the hell are you talking about?
Our headcanon for you at the craft table.
Yeah, you were like
Stole
always
it
at the
all.
craft table. Taking on shrimp.
Oh, those shrimps are pretty great. I thought you were talking about a bard, and I'm like, what bard is putting shrimps in their pocket? That does sound like me.
I
Okay,
think Rogue can do
so
this. I can do
I'm
this.
going. Bye, guys.
Okay.
Keep your comms
Bye.
on, damn it.
Oh, okay. I don't want to hang out with them.
You can just hang out inside the ship. It's okay.
Damn.
What
so,
am I doing?
Oh no, you're good. So Des, you can get it to about here, I would say.
Okay.
And the wind's beating away on you. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Include those 3 setback die for me.
Okay, my perception is Y GG. Oops.
While this is happening, can I just be shoveling sand off the ship and then it like gets replaced by the wind?
Yes.
I'm like bailing
It's
out a
just-
sinking ship.
Wait,
it's
and it's
flying just right
is
back
it
into your face as you like shovel it away.
like a
difficulty
little
or no?
picture
Just
of snow.
setback.
3 setback
No difficulty though.
because of all the wind. Oh, difficulty. For this one, we're gonna say 2.
It's pretty nasty out here.
Ooh,
Wow. Okay.
very perceptive.
Yeah. There was another element of that I was supposed to do, but that's okay. All right. So you do manage to spot something on the horizon, lurking around here. Let's see. Do I want to use that one, or do I want to use? Yeah, we'll stick with that guy. So you managed to spot at least one over there, and you do see another one kind of lurking around over here.
Damn.
From your perception, like what it looks like to you is, it's like seeing a figure that's sort of like moving in the sand, and it's like seeing the sand
mirage?
move on its own. Sort of. It's like you're seeing the outline of the creature sort of made in the sand as it's like moving around. So if it wasn't for Wolfowitz be like identifying what the creature probably was, you may have not even realized it was there. But now that you know you're looking for something that sort of resembles that, you can kind of see it kind of in the distance, lurking around. As of right now, they don't seem to notice anything. You actually see a couple sort of like seem to be laying down. But yeah, they're definitely there.
If I get any closer, do I gain anything else?
You may be able to identify some more of them.
Okay.
These are the only 2 that you can see now.
I want to go closer.
Okay.
You want to pet the kitty?
Let's get you to
I would like to go
about-
to there.
Let's get you to about here.
Just saying, the
Um,
Scorpion Desert soundtrack in the back is pretty tight right now.
Okay. So for this one, you're going to do a similar roll, but this time it's going to be 6 setback die. And
It's a big yikes.
I will explain.
Yikers.
I will explain why.
I feel like you're gonna learn them to you.
Plus the 2 difficulty, yeah?
Well,
Still
kinda glad
2
I'm not letting
difficulty, 6 setback die.
Yes.
I'm just gonna.
Kind of glad that.
Oh my god!
This is the best scout.
Holy
Oh, Nelly.
shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Very interesting roll.
Surprised to be sure.
Um,
A
so,
surprise to be sure.
I love democracy. I mean, I love the dice.
6 setback dice.
okay, so
Jeez.
those other 3 setback dice are to reflect the cloak ability that these things have. So these 2 out here you were able to identify because they weren't really like trying to cloak themselves all that much. But now that you kind of know what you're looking for and you're sort of out there and getting like a full look of around you, you're able to identify a few more. And so you definitely know that there's one over here now. and you definitely know there's one over here. And this one in particular is kind of coming right at you. He's not charging, but he is alert, and you can see him kind of sniffing the air in your direction. But the one that really has you worried is you can spot one that's sort of cloaked right here.
Blech.
It's not making any moves at the moment, but it's just sort of pacing back and forth over here.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, are
and
these
just-
pats? Are they patrols?
Keeping an eye over there.
Just
But
blink
yeah,
slowly
so-
at them.
You are as confident as you can be in a blistering storm that you have identified all of them that you possibly can. You're pretty sure this is the extent of it. And it doesn't look like any of them have identified you except for maybe this one. You can't completely tell. But he's kind of slowly pacing in your direction.
Can I walk and talk? Can I walk and snick back?
You absolutely may walk and talk.
Okay. Where's my thing? Where's my
Where
little
is your
com-
thing?
my
Oh
com
no, she
thing?
lost her
I-
comm link. She
Oh
can't
no!
talk to
Found
us.
it! I found
Wait,
it!
you mean it's not
She lost
integrated
this-
directly to your
that was-
brain like some
The
people?
disadvantage. She lost her
Oh my
comm
God.
link.
Droids are exhausting. You just don't get tired, that's the problem.
Ness,
You
Ness,
say it like it's a bad thing.
are you there?
What? Who?
We didn't hear that.
Ness?
Yes. Here's my.
Yeah, you've
Yes,
got one
Ness.
too. Yeah, exactly. It's way more satisfying to hold something. There is a insert, whatever it's called. Was it Malora?
Malora. Here, I'll type it out.
Like Mallory.
So I scouted ahead. There's about 5 Malora in the region, but there's one dangerously close to you guys that appears to be somewhat cloaked. They somehow can cloak themselves. They kind of look like shifting sands. But I would be on the lookout. I'm headed back to you guys though.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for the information. I'll let the rest of the crew know, and after Ness hangs up, he'll be like, "Wolfowitz, you should get closer, officer. You should come closer to us. I think. Looks like there's some of these cloaked creatures around, so you might want to like hustle back to the ship."
Yeah, I'm getting right on that ship.
Okay.
These animals, this cat doesn't look like he wants to talk.
These aren't the cool
My-
cats.
Let me
Yeah.
sing you a song of my pocket full of shrimp.
How far did I get back?
We're gonna put you right about here.
You got that force
let's
run.
see. Yeah, you still have Shroud on, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say he just kind of stays lurking around.
Ness, what did you guys do? Did you see anything?
I mean, I'll Ness can roll perception.
Go for it. Perception, six setback dive.
As a stock gonna-
I have to say, these 6 setback die have not been quite as much of a setback as I had expected.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I
Bizarre.
mean, to you, Ness, like you can kind of feel the sense of like a life form, in the area. But when you're looking at the sand of like the direction that you sort of feel it from, you can't see it at all. It just looks like sand, sand, and more sand.
Yep. It's a sandy place. It's a
Mhm.
sandstorm.
All right, am I back to the ship? Where am I?
Yeah. So that it's you see the creature sort of still just sort of like stalking back and forth, keeping an eye on things. Doesn't appear to be making a move.
So, these things look
Should we
pretty
just-
dangerous.
Should we just spook it? Can I just shoot at it? I mean, can A1 just shoot at it?
Can A1 see anything?
What do you know about this creature, Ensign?
I was like, can I also sneak up on it and start by sneak attack?
It's like a cat, right?
You could
Just
definitely do that.
Not at all, because it's like what a rogue would do or anything.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
You can do it. There is no whatever you want to do. I mean, you're the one who has all the picture here. You know where they all are. So if you want to go for it, go for it.
All right. I mean, there is quite a bit of these things to traverse to where we need to get to the beacon and potentially see if we have anyone recovered, even though odds might be low given the marks on these escape pods, but we should try to continue forward, but I think we're gonna have to take these out one at a time.
Do we know if the sandstorm is gonna let up? Like, do we have any way of telling if the sandstorm's gonna pass soon?
Let's see. Let me take a look at
How do your bones feel?
your bones.
What's your knee telling you?
Question.
Yeah.
Let's see. How
What's
do
it like to
I
have
want to do
bones?
this?
Roll for how your knees feel.
I'm gonna have somebody.
Because the weather, whatever, you get it.
Yeah.
Whoever
You get
wants to may roll survival. And
Sure.
if N7 can power the ship back up, he can roll computer to sort of like calculate, get a readout on the current atmosphere.
Who's got the most cunning?
Okay.
I've
I mean,
heard cunning.
I have been working on, or I presumed that I had been working on trying to get the sand out of the engines. So do I need to
yeah,
make some
we're
kind of
gonna-
a roll to
I'd
make
been
progress?
shoveling the whole
we are-
time.
We are definitely going to do a roll, and we'll have
Okay.
A1 provide a boost die to reflect the fact that he has been shoveling
Oh
to
god.
try and assist you.
Okay.
Who's got
So I can get the.
Wait, are we all rolling?
on.
Whoever wants to roll survival may.
Who has... Oh, like, we don't have to pick one person?
You don't have to pick one person. Whoever wants to roll survival can do it. Difficulty of, we're going to say 3 for this one.
So we can all roll
Nelly.
it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, everyone can roll survival, and you don't have to include those setback die, where it's just sort of a knowledge test of, like, I don't know, how
What
well
do you know
can read a
about the
storm.
rude?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, heck, why
I'm
not?
doing well tonight with my rolls.
How many times have you seen Darude in concert?
Des is a Darude fan. That's
Yeah, Des. Wow.
I wish I
again,
had.
It is amazing how
It's
often
my
you're,
night.
you're nailing it here. So I mean, you just from all of your travels and everything, having been on similar planets, looking around, you do not see this thing letting up anytime soon. You guys are. It's hard to say if you're. It's hard to say how much longer it's going to be. Just getting a general look of what you can, because apparently your eyes are working super good today. You can tell that this thing is not near its end.
Unfortunately, I mean, looking around and checking my scanner, I don't think the storm's not going away anytime soon. So we should probably make a move on it, because I don't think we want to spend a lot of time on this planet.
It's fair. We still need to figure out how to get our ship out of the predicament as well.
Yeah. So N7, why don't you go ahead and give me a mechanics check? Yes, you get your boost for your arm, and it'll be against difficulty of 3, and you're including those 3 setback die as well. Include an additional boost die for A1, helping you out here.
Man, rolling
Okay.
these die in real life would feel so good.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
there's
Just like,
I get to remove. You said this is a mechanics check?
this is a mechanics
oh my
check.
god.
Cool. I get to remove 2 setback die, and I actually get an
Nice.
extra boost die for my extra arm because it's mechanics.
Nice.
might be-
Dropping die would be great, but like the scatter would drive me insane, I think.
And adding them all up.
Woo!
Hey.
How about that? Okay, yeah. I mean, you know what?
If I'm good at something, okay, it's this one specific
You
thing.
got a special like sandstorm cutting like vision sensor that you kind of like flick on, kind of see through everything.
I have electro binoculars that have thermal imaging.
There we go. That's it. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you guys watch N7 just like bounce along the top of the ship from like engine to engine, and there's just like
I
a
can
little.
literally fly. So
That's true. He's bouncing just for fun, but he can't fly.
and maybe it's safer to bounce in a sandstorm than
But
fly.
yeah, I mean, you guys
Yeah.
watch as he like it's like watching a droid just like vacuum out like sand and just like blow it out behind him. It's just there's sand just like flying through the air as he like sort of flies around, just pops things out, and then the engines all sort of click back on. All of the blockage has been removed. Your ship has power again.
Nice.
sick. Oh, I should have upgraded that check too. I should have been even better at that.
I can't wait to Pictionary
forgot.
this interaction.
Now comes the fun part, which is getting this thing out again.
Yeah, I don't have a good plan for that just yet.
You could make another piloting check, try and raise it. Here's the thing. What is your plan? Are you looking to raise this a little bit higher? Are you looking to fly it out? What's the game plan?
I would love to get it more on top of the sand and less under the sand. I
Okay.
think that's goal number 1. So
Okay.
if that means getting the sand away from the ship, that's fine. If that
Okay.
means like angling the ship so that the thrusters can help sort of like beached whale it back up on top of the sand, that's also fine.
Okay. So for this one, we'll do a difficulty of 2 to reflect the fact that you're not just trying to like take off completely. You're just trying to kind of like angle things to blow it away. You're still fighting that storm, but you can include your boost die for your extra arm.
Okay. Okay.
All right, there we
Nice.
go.
Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, so for everyone else, it is probably a solid like 30 minutes of you guys just sort of like hanging out. So where were you on the ship at the time? I'm just curious.
Am I the
Or
dad
were you on the
like,
ship? Was it-
spinning tires in the mud and everyone else is like,
Wait, is this so? This wasn't happening while Des was doing the scouting.
Some part of it was. I'd say some part
Okay.
of it was. But yeah, I mean, basically what N7 is doing is like you guys are watching as the thrusters on the ship are kind of like tilting like back and forth, and they're just kind of like blowing sand away. And then once enough has been like removed away, he kind of lifts up a little bit, and then he does it again. And it's just kind of a very slow process of watching just like the side thrusters sort of do their work, clearing things out. And as the ship gets a little higher, he can start engaging some other engines and start using those. And by the end of it, the ship is finally sort of like settled. So you have unburied Franklin.
Franklin.
Millennium Franklin. That makes me so happy. We could try to fly over. That's not
Yeah.
the craziest thing.
That seems like a good plan.
Okay.
Someone feel like giving me a hand, given the storm and all?
I don't know if astrogation is going to help this low on the planet.
Yeah, does my planetary stuff work this time?
So your planetary skill is specifically for like planetary vehicles.
Oh, okay.
So if
Like pod
N7,
racers.
yeah, if N7 finishes that speeder bike, you could certainly use your skill on that.
Got
But it's not going to help you out here in terms of.
Oh, the piloting planetary?
Yeah.
I was under the impression that that was, like, piloting a ship in space. I've been using I mean, they're both the same, but piloting a ship while in space in 0G, I've been using piloting space. Piloting in the atmosphere, I've been using piloting planetary, and I thought that was how it was supposed to be.
Possible they're both, but let me take a look real quick.
I've read both interpretations, and I think
Yeah.
what I've read is a spacefaring ship uses piloting space, and a land vehicle uses planetary.
Yeah, for the land one, it says this includes repulsor lift vehicles, watercraft, and aircraft. So it doesn't specifically mention spaceship in the
Okay.
planetary skill.
Okay, it's good
that's-
to know.
Yeah, good question. Glad we cleared that up. But yeah, okay. So the plan is fly this thing closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Got some in the gunner seat because we're doing a drive-by on these poor little.
You're just gonna light them up while you go by.
I mean, it wasn't my idea, but if push comes to shove, I'll pull the trigger.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Who's co-piloting then?
Yeah, who's
All right.
who's stepping up to co-pilot? It doesn't really matter to me who. Just an extra 2 hands on top of my existing 3 would be pretty cool.
What else do you need for piloting?
I feel it's unlikely that one of you guys is going to
Outdo
bump up
him?
one of his. die. Yeah, but so one of you is
I
just
mean, I have
providing
2
a boost
agility.
die.
That's it to help him.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
it's just a boost die, and that's fine.
Yeah.
What is my difficulty? And I'm assuming I got those setback die.
It's going to be 2, and yeah, you are still fighting the weather, so it's going to be those 3 setback die as well.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Don't know what that means.
So you take off, and it's a bit of a bumpy ride. And you're kind of like floating over the area to kind of get a look-see. Can move the ship here. I moved all of you on top of it. I'm just gonna. You're all in the ship, okay? We're in the ship. So you take off, and you're sort of coming through this way, getting a look around. It's a rocky ride. I'm gonna have everyone make an athletics check against difficulty of 2. You don't need to include the 3 setback die because you're now inside the ship.
What am I doing?
You're making an athletics check against difficulty of 2 to reflect how rocky of a ride it is.
It's a low and
So
slow
sorry
flight
again.
we're
If
going on
my
here.
Holy shit!
Wow.
so my brawn is
Jeez.
2 and my athletics is also 2. So do I roll just YY?
Yeah, 2 yellows in that case.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, I don't get an opportunity to hurt any of you here. It's a rocky ride, but you all are holding on to something, and you're helping out. So everyone stays on their feet despite all the rockiness, but you sort of float around here. There is a giant door here, and as you guys are sort of hovering by it, you can see that it's been cracked open. It's like 2 giant stone double doors. The actual top of this place is completely covered. So if you were to get a little further in, you would just see a bunch of just like stone covering it. And there are some huge statues like on top of this thing. And it just looks like people in sort of long robes. But in terms of like an entrance in from the top, you don't really see anything that you can get into there. Is anyone shooting at these Malras?
I mean, if
Just
I can
curious.
see them, probably.
Okay. Just for fun, why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check against difficulty of 2 and include those 6 setback die.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Okay.
That's a lot of setback die.
Are we using? We're using the ship's guns. Yeah.
6 setback
Yeah.
die? 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
You could just use the numeral 6.
Okay, yeah. So while this all is happening, you have no idea where these things are.
Yeah.
You can't. Des has told you they're out there, but you don't see any of them. So Des, for you, if you were to look out, you would actually see that once this thing takes off, a lot of these guys sort of start cowering against the wall.
Hey guys, they're backing off. I think the ship is
Yeah.
scaring them.
They all kind of.
Are we like a vacuum cleaner? The cats are like, "Ugh."
That's a good analogy.
Turns out they're the rare form of cat that actually likes being vacuumed.
Yeah.
So
Wait, that
during-
exists?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can look up
wow.
videos. It's
Okay.
very weird.
I know
They
they're
are
like
my
Moombas,
cats.
not,
So your
Vacuum
call
cleaner.
on what the next course of action is here, but from what you can tell, like, if you want to do a little bit more of a flyby and try looking at like other sides of this place, you can do that. But because you're going up higher into the storm, I'm going to have you make another check for it.
I am super content setting us down right where we are right now. That seems pretty a-okay to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like
yeah.
nearby. We've skipped a lot of the storm.
We scared
Yeah.
the things away, the
Scared
Malrats.
some stuff
do we
away.
have like a scary pickle launcher? Or sorry, cucumber launcher?
Cucumber. Yeah, I leave some cucumbers outside of the ship.
Yes. We're terrified of that shit.
All right.
I love that video.
Very good.
Poor cats.
Yeah. So you are going to successfully set down here, and you guys are free to clear out and head inside, I assume.
I suppose that's
correct?
where the soldiers are that I'm supposed to help or something.
Yeah. I leave the wiper blades up like you do before a snowstorm.
Good. Very good.
Meg knows what I'm talking about.
I
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that,
does
that happens
Justin.
out here. That happens out here all the time.
Oh
Yeah.
right, yeah, no, I know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I think Nick
lived
is
in
like the
some
one who's like, what?
No idea what you're talking about.
warm weather.
Oh, I
man,
gotta take my
I-
medicine real quick. Hold on.
Sorry,
Sure,
cold
go ahead.
weather.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I
that's-
can tell you.
it is
Before a snowstorm, it's common practice to tilt your wiper blades away from the windshield so they don't get frozen to the windshield.
Yeah.
There was a
Oh.
lot of
It's easier
learning.
to scrape the ice off.
A lot of learning happened out here when I first moved out because I grew up in California, and so the first couple winters
Oh.
were not.
Yeah,
good.
it's special.
big
You get
yikes.
used to it, but
Yeah,
it's
it
yeah.
was rough. It was a rough first couple winters, let me tell you.
I guess get used
to
to
leave,
is the
gotta go
right
to work.
word.
Yeah.
Whoops, gotta let my car melt for 20 minutes first.
Yes. There was,
Um,
everywhere out here does like uncovered parking, and the first place we lived one
Yeah.
time there was a storm so bad where the car was just like literally buried. And so like
Yep.
before work
Yeah.
I was out there just like shoveling for like 30 minutes before I could even like get in
I've
the
always
car.
thought it was really
It's
funny.
your morning
that I've-
workout.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's great. You sweat like
Canada-
crazy.
I never lived anywhere that had covered car parking, and then I come to California and everyone was covered parking. I'm like, why? It's for what? For the
all the
rain that doesn't
rain.
fall?
This is why you
There's
see cars
so
that are like 30 years old that are driving on the streets that look like they have never been touched.
Yeah.
There's no rust.
No
they've never.
rust. Yeah.
they've never seen
No
salt on the roads.
salt. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yeah, the stuff that guts cars.
I very, very rarely see anyone actually use like a garage if they have one. I've noticed that. Like
Yeah.
most people tend
That's
to
for
use,
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you put things. You put things.
Why?
or,
My
like,
mom
a
does this, but
workspace.
why?
I'm thinking about it. It's sort of like the opposite. Cause you're like, why would you use coverings if there's no rain? And it's like you leave
Oh,
the car outside because if it does rain, then you don't have to wash the car. It's like free
That's
cleaning.
true.
Oh,
Yeah.
but that's totally like false though, because then it leaves streaks on your car.
Yeah, the rain
Like
out
one of
here in
those?
California is
well,
not
when
good
it-
enough.
You wax your car and then like buff it out with a diaper or whatever.
yes, with the diapers that I keep around for fun.
You just put them in the trunk.
I just saw that one movie. I assume that's what everyone does.
No, I mean like when it's pollen season and like everything is
Yeah.
jizzing all over your car, and
Oh
then
yeah.
it lightly rains, and all of a sudden you have these streaks on your car.
Yeah, it's
That looks
pretty
like
bad.
Mountain Dew is like the serum of Mountain Dew is dried on your
Who
car.
doesn't want a car doused in Mountain Dew though?
Oh my lord.
Do you remember?
13-year-old me would be down with it.
Do you remember those jizz trees at RAT, Justin?
Oh yeah, we have one in our yard. They have them here too, and like when it's blooming, it smells like jizz.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna say like,
Oh,
but what does that
those
smell like?
trees. I
Yes.
know about those
Oh my
trees. Those are the
God.
worst.
There's a huge one in our yard.
God, I hate them.
The flowers are very pretty, but it stinks.
No, the smell is unbearable.
Wow.
I don't. Actually, I might be thinking of something else, but there's like a tree that has an awful smell that I hate, and like it makes me like nauseous. And I'm assuming it might be similar with the same tree.
I don't know if I know this tree. I'm kind of glad
Hold
that I
on.
don't.
I found a great meme about this tree. I know that seems weird.
It's dogwood. Dogwood trees.
Oh, okay. I know what that is. Yeah.
I would not have called it jizz, but it smells awful. Yeah.
Oh god.
I apologize for that, but
What is this, and why does it smell like cumbox and gym socks? Thanks, Reddit title.
Yeah, I think I know these trees.
Oh, that's really good. Oh boy. Oh,
I do
boy.
not miss those trees. God, they can go to hell.
searching for jizz trees is really interesting.
Oh no.
Sorry.
You're really opening yourself up to adventure.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Oh, hey, we're inside. Got
Yep.
inside.
Well, we did it, everyone.
Went ahead and put it in there, but yeah. So you guys crack open the giant double door, and you find yourselves inside a very dark area. The sort of black areas around you it looks like just empty space down there, and you can kind of tell that this place is in disrepair. There's a bunch of like holes in the ground, a bunch of raised platforms, but there are still some lanterns that are burning in here.
Cool. I would like to look around with my electro binoculars that let me ignore low light or extremely bright conditions, and it magnifies targets up to 10 kilometers away. Please tell me, kind and benevolent GM, what do I see?
Boy, I don't know why I cloaked this area. Let me tell you. Okay,
That's 250 credits I've ever spent.
let's go ahead and just let's see. Where's my fog of war? Yeah, here we go. Great. Let's just go all the way down the line.
You can just show only me. That's fine. Maybe I
Oh
don't
no,
tell
no,
everyone
no.
about it.
That's okay. I mean, you'll get a good look here.
Oh, wow.
Oh God.
Whoa!
So with your
Aw.
vision, you are able to identify an area where some kind of battle took place. You can see
Yeah.
the remains of a
Big
Tentatrek,
yikes.
and there's a bunch of clone troopers that are sort of dead on the ground around him.
No.
You're
Something
dead.
nasty.
Guess we can go home.
No, the boys.
There's only two of them there,
boys.
though. There's only two of them.
Do we know how many boys we're supposed to rescue?
You definitely know that it was more than two.
Okay. Alright. This is just like Lemmings level where you're like, you know, you're not getting 100% score, but like,
Exactly.
you have to get so many. It's,
You're starting at the handicap here.
yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
This is
Maybe
just
there's
the game
something we-
plus.
This is where you want to hit reset and be like, oh, what choice could I have made earlier on that could get me to 100%?
Yeah. Flying the ship better.
I want that 100% achievement.
So I will tell you that that was a possibility, but it also would have meant that you would have had to fight a Tentatrek. So,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm pretty okay with this. We fought one of those before. And when I say we, I mean yes.
I am okay with not fighting another one of these.
But
Like,
we're much stronger now. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
that's true. We are. My
Um,
lightsaber skill is much better.
All
See
right.
if you can pick up. Hey, Des, with your fancy scanner, can you pick up any signals now that we're not in the storm?
Boy,
Can I GM?
you sure can. You are getting that distress signal loud and clear now.
What does it sound like?
So there's a clone trooper that is repeating over and over again the coordinates of their location and is saying requesting evac. We need evac. Unidentified planet. The coordinates are, and he repeats it over and over again. But you now have the ability to contact him if you so choose.
Clones. Sorry.
They have names.
What? Are we not gonna try and
Boys.
talk to him?
That was under my breath.
I didn't even hear what you said.
They have names.
No, they do have names. I don't know which
Clones.
ones are here though.
It's true.
Troopers, men, are you there?
Yeah.
One of them goes, "Oh, great. Yes." And he says, "Oh, well, I refer to my."
What squad
my
is
sheet.
here?
He says, "Yes, this is Boddick, Commander Boddick. We're currently stuck inside of some sort of structure. Who is this?"
This is Des. And I'm here with Jedi Ness and Officer Wolfowitz.
I was gonna say you gotta name drop me. I am an officer of the Republic. They love me. I am.
And we
known.
also have the Valorant Officer Wolfowitz with us and some
Okay.
help.
I don't know if you needed to say that.
He says, "Oh, the Republic's here. You sent Jedi."
I did indeed.
Oh, right. He says, "It's good to hear your voice. We're currently stuck inside the far back of this temple. Be on the lookout. We've identified a couple of life forms, and there's a big nasty one. Bad guy. Took out a few of our men. But the most of us made it through. We're in the back, but the place sealed behind us, and we have no idea how to get out."
You're
What
in
can you
the
tell us about the enemy?
back? Where are you?
He says, "All the way in the far back of this. I don't know what it is. Look, there's statues everywhere. And I'll be honest, we're getting some bad vibes in this place. A lot of bad vibes. Strange creatures, a lot of odd scratching noises. If you're in the entrance, you've almost certainly spotted it by now. Big nasty creature. We don't know if there's more of them, but we got one."
I assume this is on speakerphone for all of you to hear.
Sure.
I mean, I
Yeah.
just hear it.
Can I be
in
like,
my
Des, can you
head.
put me on speaker?
I look over at us. Okay, we're on it. We're gonna try and make our way to you.
He says, "Great, we got 40 men strong back here. Wish I
40?
could say that we could help you out, but we can't figure out how to get out."
Hang tight, troopers. We'll be on
Okay,
our way.
great. We will come to try and
How
save
smart
you.
are clone troopers?
They're smart.
Pretty smart.
Some of them are pretty smart. Yeah,
There's
they're-
like 40 lemmings and they can't break their way out of like a temple. I don't.
Yeah, how did they get in there?
Dude, you know, you watch some of your buddies die and everybody gets freaked out.
What is
All of a
this,
sudden- all of a
Darkest
sudden-
dungeon or something?
Self-barricading door.
Wanna...
Well, I mean, nobody wants to be the one that dies, okay? So everybody kind of freaks out.
Okay.
yeah, you guys should have control of yourselves here. So if you want to advance or let me know what it is you want to look at,
Can we
check
do a
out.
perception check?
You absolutely can make perception checks.
We should maybe check for some
Yep.
Sitho, Darksido shit.
I don't know if I can make that check, but
A
Yeah, I feel fine.
I can
difficulty of,
visually
I feel
look for
so
dark
good
side
right
shit.
now. You don't even know.
difficulty of 2 on those.
Am I
perception
still
checks, Courtney.
shrouded?
No, you
Oh,
are
come on.
no longer shrouded for now.
Can I also roll a
I
sneaky
think I
check?
got one threat once.
Yeah,
A stealth?
Ness got a success. What was that? I didn't hear any of that. Des, what are you doing?
Can I roll both a stealth check and a perception check?
Yes, yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Why? Any difficulty for either?
For the stealth check, just roll it for me, and that
Okay,
that
that's a
determines...
stealth check.
Okay, so yeah, that determines how hard it, how additionally hard it is for someone to detect you.
Got
Um,
To be clear, do we also know where all this stuff is because N7 scouted it, or?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna
cool.
say you guys kind of get a good idea from him.
Showed up on our mini map.
I pass around the binoculars. Everyone has a little look around.
I'm like, do I have to do a like direct data transfer or some nonsense, or
All right, so that first roll was my
airdrop it to me?
Need 2 difficulty. for
my
perception.
stealth. Oh.
Yeah, so don't worry about that. The 2 difficulty was for the perception check.
Okay,
your,
I didn't
your
add
stealth
that,
check's
so.
done. Yeah. Okay, so that would have just evened out. So the only one who passes their perception check, I think, is Ness, actually.
Are we perceiving additional things?
You're getting a read of the area, I would say.
Okay,
So
I'm just gonna trust everyone else.
So Ness, first place you kind of check out is here. Just kind of checking out what happened here. There's all sorts of scorch marks like all over the wall. They found their mark. Looks like the explosives were used to take the thing down. And you sort of move a little bit further down, and as you're kind of going down, you can see evidence that the clone troopers were still running from something else as they were heading this way. There's all sorts of scorch marks and claw marks on the wall and everything. We'll say as you get to about here, we can just go ahead and reveal this map. This was maybe not the correct map for me to shroud. As you get to about there, you can see that there's additional sort of doors this way and this way. And you also notice there's all sorts of writing sort of all over these particular pillars. But what kind of writing it is on these sides, hello dog, what kind of writing it is, you're not sure. It's difficult to identify.
Who's dog?
I don't know.
My
Is that
dog.
Kirby? It's
Yeah.
Kirby.
Yeah,
That's Kirby.
oh, he's got big bark.
He's got
Yeah,
a,
he sounds like a
Big boy
adult
bark.
now. Yeah.
You big boy.
Well,
It hasn't been a year yet, right?
No.
Okay, thank God. I'm
He's
like,
7 months though.
okay.
He's getting there. Is there any way to identify the writing on the wall? Can we do like a lore check or something? I don't know.
let's see here. What would that be? I think lore is actually the correct thing that we would use here.
It's difficult.
We're gonna say it gets difficulty of 4 because this is pretty deep knowledge here.
I guess we'll try.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I try.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, reading any of this or just even looking at it gives you some really bad vibes. But you can't really decipher it. So whatever's on these walls, you're not sure.
We need C3PO to translate Sith for us. Darn. Okay. Hey, Des, A1, everyone. It looks like there's some writing. Can't identify the writing that's here, but it looks like there's a couple of ways we can go. Seems like there's something chasing the clone troopers. I have there's a pathway down this way to the right and to the left. and it looks like I think it was chasing them down up towards the north, right? Is that right?
Yeah. So when you look to the north, Ness, like you see this this door down here is like 50 feet tall. Like this is a massive thing, and it looks completely sealed at the moment. Like if they didn't tell you that they had gone in there, you're not even sure you would realize it was a door. So you're not sure what's going on there. But yeah, there's definitely whatever happened back there. It looks weird, unnatural.
Unnatural.
Getting some bad vibes here.
Can I see if I can make anything of the text on the wall?
Yeah. Let's see. What would we do with that? How's your lore skill?
4 greens.
Okay.
You good?
It's okay.
I will allow you to try using.
He has approximate
The only-
knowledge. of
The only
many
knowledge
things.
skill that I have a point in is Outer Rim.
Okay.
Everything
Yeah.
else is just intellect.
Outer Rim isn't going to be quite enough to get you there. So we'll say
Or
lore.
green
I
it.
think. Yeah. Against difficulty
Can my
of 4.
scanner read it?
Hey, would this be? Could I use my? I'm kidding. I'm not gonna.
That's
use my
like
extra
saying,
mark for
can
this.
your phone? Yes. Yes? Question mark? Is
Your
a
scanner.
a translator?
Yeah, your scanner can like take a picture of it, but if you try to like scan it and have it like translate it for you, it's just
Take a picture of it.
nothing's gonna
Take
happen.
a picture.
I'm just getting flashbacks to the Rise of Skywalker right now.
That's why I
Sorry.
just said take a picture.
Yeah, I got it covered. I have a neural recorder, so
Oh, okay. Well,
All
good.
right,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, the shit! That's right. I forgot I'm some of that neural recorder now.
Well, which direction should we go? I mean, we can really only go 2 ways. It doesn't look like we're gonna budge the door up to the north.
Oh wait, really? I was gonna go check out the
Oh.
door.
Yeah,
can
yeah,
go
that
look at
seems
it.
like a good way to go.
yeah.
Do
I'd
we
if
know
you-
like
that
to
that's where
drop a town
they
portal
are?
here and then head north.
Is this
if you
Diablo?
guys want to, if you guys want to examine
as
the
well
door
be.
to the north, you can do that. Be a perception check against difficulty of 2 to get a look at it,
Sure.
if you so choose.
Oh, I just want like an up close description of it, really.
Okay.
You just
Like,
run it
how
up.
heavy is this door? I mean, I guess if you want me to do a perception check to be like how
There is-
massive
yeah.
a door it is, I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It's less about the massiveness and more for you to maybe notice something.
Alan is
two?
an expert on
Oh,
things that are
shit.
massive.
You guys are getting a ton of them. Yeah. Yeah.
We know doors.
Yeah.
You
Doors,
understand
you guys,
it very well.
You got that one.
They work just like walls.
Except for oh no, A1 got a crit too. Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, when you guys look at it, this honestly just looks like a wall. There's a symbol of some kind. There's like a sort of a circular symbol with a bunch of like divots in it that is sort of encompassing the whole thing, and you can't even really see like where the seal is. The door itself is about like 50 feet tall, and it's just like a massive stone slab. And what everyone who got crits notices is there's actually 2 little holes, it looks like, on the far sides of the door. Let me grab my... We'll use this guy. Why not? You've read. So here and here are 2 little divots in the door that are sort of like... I forget exactly what the shape is called. Dodecahedron? Is that what we call it?
It sounds like a shape, yeah.
Yeah, dodecahedron. It looks like yeah. It's about that size and about that shape. Look like it's meant for something to go there. My Jedi characters in particular, you may now roll a knowledge or a lore check against difficulty of just 1 for me.
I
Oh
got
god,
no
is it gonna be
lore.
crystals?
A dodecahedron's a D12, right?
Yeah, I think it is. Yes.
Lore
Okay.
is just
Damn.
intellect.
Damn, Ness has got it. All right, so Ness, you know exactly what these little like divots are intended for. Okay, you guys are fine. You're fine. It was a simple
Smart.
check, but more than I thought. You guys know exactly what is supposed to go in here. It is definitely a holocron.
Gosh.
Uh,
Hell yeah.
It is a holocron.
What's a
What-
holocron?
So a holocron for Jedi's, it's a.
Yeah, I'm like, go
thank
get
you.
yours, Nick.
I'll
It's
get-
essentially
Get
companion.
like
the Sith
cube?
one.
it's kind of like how Force users encrypt messages. It's like a device that only activates if you sort of channel a little bit of Force power into it.
It's a USB drive.
For Jedi
Got it.
specifically. And
I would
yeah,
say
they
it's
use
more like a portable voice machine. What do they call them back in the day?
the Sith one.
Tape
right?
recorder?
Tape
It's the
recorder?
Telegram?
No.
Answering machine?
Answering machine.
Yeah. So people would leave like messages that they didn't want other people to find on holocrons usually. And then, whatever user you had sent it to would channel a little bit of energy into it and it would activate it and play the message. So this door appears to be designed to hold 2 that are currently not there.
Can lightsabers sunder the door?
They could try.
I mean, I'll ask Nets, can you cut this?
I have Sunder on my blade.
Sure. Ness is like, it's worth a shot. It looks like we need Sith holocrons to presumably open this, but I would prefer not to have to touch one of those. So it'd be great if we can just cut this door open and get.
Okay. So go
I'll
ahead.
touch one.
Go ahead and try and cut this door down. This is going to be against difficulty of 5
With my lightsaber check.
Ooh.
with your lightsaber skill.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, Des, help him out. Assist him with lightsabers.
Yeah. Do I get a boost die if that's helpful?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks,
Do you have
Dad.
Sunder on your blade?
I do.
I think
I'm
all
accurate
lightsabers have
in
sunder
breach
because they're
and sunder.
lightsabers.
Yeah. Are
Hell
you
yeah.
fucking kidding me?
Should I still roll?
You should just say no to these things. You shouldn't
No,
like,
no, it's
I'll
fine.
make it difficulty 5. It'll be
Yeah,
fine.
difficulty 5,
Underestimate
17
my
Sith
lightsaber.
die.
Power. I leveled it up quite a bit.
Wait, lightsabers off of Braun?
Yeah. Yeah,
Unless
lightsabers
you-
off of Braun.
Take
Wait,
a skill for it not to
okay,
be.
let me clarify this one now. I have 3 skills in lightsaber, but 2 Braun. Is it 3?
So it would be 2 yellow,
2 and
1
1.
green.
Yeah.
But I have 3 in lightsaber.
Right. So you have 2 in agility. You have 2 in brawn, right?
Yeah.
So 2 points of that lightsaber get bumped up to yellow, and then you have 1 extra point left over, which becomes your green.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah.
And last time we explained it, you said, that's dumb.
Yeah, that was my feeling.
For what it's worth, I agree.
So
What do you mean? I think it's a cool system.
Actually, it makes more
Fine.
sense this time. There's no way I can explain in my head the visual that I have to make it have more sense to me, but it does.
Okay.
okay, sure.
Cut the door open.
Yeah. So Ness, you do not open this door, but you do manage to you turn on your lightsaber, and you are just plunging through this like as far as you can go. And pretty soon, like everyone is watching as your whole arm just like disappears into the hole, and you're still going. Like your arm is going as far back as it can, just all the way into this door. And as you finally like breach the other side, you hear some voices go, "Whoa, whoa, back away!" And when your arm comes out, you have created like a perfect hole through the door, going all the way through. And on the other side, you see a trooper sort of look in and go, "Hello there, Jedi."
General Clone Trooper. Hello there, clones.
He says, "Listen, I don't think that's going to work. We tried blasting the door down all day, and all we've made is giant holes. But we've never been able to get through. So good job there, I guess. If you plan to do that all day, keep at it."
Nope. Just wanted to see how deep this door is. Looks like you're right. I don't think it's gonna work, clones. We'll look for another way. There looks to be some sort of devices missing, holocrons, I believe, to open this door. So we will look for these 2 holocrons to try and open this door and get you guys out.
He says, "All right, well, good luck there." And then he turns back to someone else and he goes, "Hey, what's a holocron?"
Yep. They get me.
Checks out.
So the guy also says, he also says before you depart, he says, "Hey, we managed to rescue one of our protocol droids. So if there's anything you need translated or something, I guess send us a signal, huh?"
Great. Yes, we will send you. Oh boy, wait a second.
We have something.
Wow.
We have it already.
Yeah, we have it. Send use your droid telepathy and send it to their protocol droid.
Telepathy.
Do you know the language of moisture evaporators?
It's fluent in, you know. But yeah, beam it over.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume you beam over the thing you have seen so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how your droid does translating here.
Beep boop peep.
Nice.
my God.
Good
I'm
job,
a
droid.
computer.
He's rolling.
Okay. So the clone says back in the scanner. He goes, "What's that?" He goes, "Well, that doesn't make any sense." And he says, "All right, we got a translation for you, but I don't understand it. It says this way to the tomb of the sacker of Coruscant. As far as I know, Coruscant's still standing."
Shit. Good. That's bad. That's bad.
What does that mean?
And we can. Does Ness know all this, or do I have to make a
Tell you what, Ness, why don't you go ahead and give me a lore roll for this one?
Sure. Difficulty.
Stop using your out of character knowledge, Ness.
Let's find out if you know who this would be.
To cheat code your way through the game.
What difficulty?
Console command.
I'm
Just
gonna
look
say
it up on
difficulty on this one,
Wikipedia.
like this is like super ancient knowledge at this
Yep.
point. So I would say it's difficulty 3 because it's something that you probably would have had access to, but it's not like something that you would have like studied intently at the Jedi Academy. So go ahead and give me a difficulty 3 roll with lore.
You did identify Darth Malgus' lightsaber before.
You did. So you have had some experience with.
Were you a
older-
diligent student
Okay.
in Jedi
Nope.
college?
Nope.
Nope.
This one.
The
this one
Academy,
escaped
excuse you.
This one definitely escaped you. So yeah, you don't entirely know what they're talking about, and in the back of your mind, you're like, I do feel like I remember reading something about like Coruscant being under attack like thousands of years ago, but the name of that person is so irrelevant at this point that it's just completely left your mind. You don't remember who that was.
Fair.
Um,
So it says this way. Which way is that way? This way?
so it would be pointing this way. Whoop! I'm still in draw mode. It would be pointing this way.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and make use of that text again, just for my sake, to remember what you guys have figured out or not.
Was there a sign for the other way or
Yeah.
no?
There's the
Coruscant.
sign for the.
There is.
Oh boy.
Oh, we should get that translated too.
Yes.
You certainly
gonna-
can.
I'm gonna go run over and beam all the different sides over.
Okay.
Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ha-na-na-na-na.
All right. So on the other side, let's find out how your helper bot does. Oh, he's got that one too. Okay. And the bot the clone says, okay, to the east. He says,
Weast.
to
the west?
east. To the this way.
Uh-huh.
That would be west, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. Okay. He says,
If you're
all right.
facing us and look left,
Yeah. He says this way to the creator of the two.
The 2, like the
Of
number.
the two, like the number. Yeah. He says, I don't like this place.
Like the rule of 2? Oh man.
Ness, why don't you go ahead and give me that lore roll? Des, you can also do this, and this one's against difficulty of 2.
Okay.
This is a little bit more general knowledge.
It really does feel like trivia night at the pub.
oh right.
Damn,
Everybody was
Ness.
like-
Ness was not a good student.
I mean,
He's just
clearly,
swinging a
he's not
lightsaber.
even a Jedi anymore.
So sorry.
This is smart though.
Des, you forgot your 2 difficulty die.
No.
Please, yes.
Auto success.
There we go. Okay.
All right.
Nope. You guys aren't sure who that is either. That
Who's
one,
the
that
rule
one-
of 2? I'm not sure.
I don't know what that could possibly be.
And then as for the front one, let's go ahead and do that.
You watch him fail the translation on the front one. Which
Oh my god, he got them all perfectly. Okay, so this one I think I actually had prepared as a journal. So I'm just going to
Ooh.
go ahead and reveal this one to you guys.
Ooh.
In
Show
our
the
notes?
players. Show to everyone. There you go.
Oh,
Woohoo.
wow, I popped it up.
So this one reveals the prophecy of the Sith.
Sithari.
Wait. Oh, the Sithari. The Sithari will lead the Sith and destroy them.
Huh.
Ooh,
Uh,
raise the Sith from the dead. I love it.
No.
The dead speak.
The dead
Dead speak?
We're playing Rise of Skywalker? I'm fine with this.
So the clone says, well, that one gives me the heebie-jeebies. Well, you guys have fun. I'll tell you, I'm feeling pretty good about being on this side of the door after all this.
Thanks, Captain.
Captain
Wait.
Boddick,
Thanks,
He
Captain
feels
Boddick.
good being on the side of the Sithari.
this side of the door, as in not where you guys are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, which way do we want to go? Do we want to go down the creator of the 2, or do we want to go to the tomb of the to the Sacker of Coruscant?
Should we just leave this door closed? It doesn't sound good to open.
We want to get the people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a
gotta get our
sacrifice
boys
I'm
out.
willing to make.
Hey, well, we can't just leave these people.
We are here on
Honestly,
behalf of the
there's a
public. This is
hole there.
literally our
We're
mission.
better off just fumigating the entire room and not opening the door.
Hey,
I
one.
will admit that I'm like, I'm playing enough video games to know that one of the holocrons is going to be on the left, one of the holocrons is going to
I
be on
know,
the
me
right.
too. I was like, there's one
We're
on
gonna
each
have to
side.
puzzle in one room. There's gonna be a big combat encounter in the other. We're gonna get them both. We're gonna come back. We're gonna get all the boys out. Then there's gonna be a final combat encounter on our way out. This is just good game design.
This is a Zelda dungeon, basically. So, like,
Yeah.
let's be real.
Yeah. First we
I-
get the
I-
map,
but-
then the key.
Hey. But A1, we will not get paid unless we rescue these guys.
I was
Well,
designing.
how much is the
We can buy 40
crap?
clones.
I don't know. Who is this trying to destroy? I'm not a Jedi here. I shouldn't be like. Fine. Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't care, but part
mean-
of me is also dying on the inside that we're just.
Meredith
gonna let
needs those
whatever
shoes,
spits
A1.
out. Yeah.
The Sithari, Des, do you have any idea of Sithari? I'm only familiar with the Sith. This is not a. Are you googling this right now? I just saw you lean forward, and I'm like, you can't Google this. Come on.
Oh, I googled the Sithari for sure. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I've never heard of the Sithari, so.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I'm not saying I even know. I'm just not an idiot. I'm like, yeah, all the things here sound bad.
I mean, if
Maybe
they're
we
gonna
shouldn't
destroy the Sith, is that such a bad thing? Like, maybe they're
disrupt them.
maybe they're a
Wait.
more obvious enemy for the Jedi to fight. Like, I'm just saying, like, the Sith are all sneaky and shit. Like, Count Dooku's running around and, like, who knows what's going on. If we can end the war, might not be a bad thing.
I want to go back up to that little peephole that Ness made
Sure.
in the door. Hey! Hey!
You're just like, I just imagine, like, he did it at arm length, so you're like floating.
Yeah.
Just, like,
What's up? Hey! Question.
hey, how you doing there, little droid?
How did you get in there?
Good question.
He says, we came running this way when, there was the big guy, and then there were also the
Uh-huh.
small ones.
Mhm.
Don't know how to describe them. They were
Yeah,
big,
yeah,
they
no,
were
that's
red.
not important. Yeah.
Okay. He says, we came running this way, and
Yeah.
most of us made it in. But
Right.
someone stepped on something in here that caused the stone slab in front of us to just drop down. And we've been looking for a way out ever since, and we haven't had any luck.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna walk away now. Good.
Don't worry,
I
boys. We'll get you out of there.
Good luck out there.
It was at least a little bit suspicious that we're in a Sith temple and there's a bunch of people like, oh, we're trapped in here. Oh, get us out. Oh, yeah, just free us. It's locked. That's funny, huh? Can't cut through it. Better do the Sith stuff.
It's very conspiratorial of you.
That is great of you to consider.
This is me out of character. Definitely not the big bad necromancer. No, I'm your friend. Let me out. Oh, I'm just helpless villagers.
To be fair, in character and in universe, the Jedi are not very smart, and they definitely fall for a lot of the Sith traps all the time. So like,
That's
Oh my
true.
this
God.
is in character for us to do this, in my opinion.
It's just the Sith being like, I got your nose, and the Jedi being like, my nose.
I mean, it's not wrong.
He's not. He's really not.
Like, I'm pretty sure Death would be like, we gotta do this. We gotta save the people. So.
Okay, guys, do we want to split up or are we going as one big party?
We're going as one big party. What stupid question?
Oh yes.
I've seen horror movies. I'm not going it by myself. What do you think I'm gonna do?
Scooby Doo, man.
Talk to the
okay?
Sith? I don't think they're gonna listen.
That's I think
Unless they like
Man,
shrimp.
I think we
how
stick
dare
together.
I suggest split up?
Oh no.
It's a
by all
terrible
means.
idea.
I suggest
and we can work together as a
Like-
team when we're all together. Let's break that.
Yeah.
And let's go do two different things.
And fight two different Sith risen
Okay,
from
we
the
go
dead
in-
potentially.
Crater
Okay.
of the Two or the Sacker of Coruscant?
I vote creator.
to I like the Sacker of Coruscant. It sounds more fun.
West door, best door.
Weast.
Des, what do you think?
I feel like we go to Coruscant. I'm more nervous about the Creator of the Two, but that's also out of game bias.
I'm like,
right-
I
right
don't know.
now,
Creator of the
those
Two
are-
sounds more ominous. I don't like
guys
anybody
have-
that's a Sacker of Coruscant. I want to go mess them up.
All right, fine. I lose the
Some
vote.
soccer hooliganism going on over
Sacker
here.
of Coruscant. Let's go.
Sacker of Coruscant it is. Okay. 1 sec.
Wait, which? I'm like, which direction does the air smell fouler? Are we taking our break?
Is this Lord of the Rings? Also,
I
I,
mean,
could
I
use a
wish
break.
that
I
it
need to go to the
was.
bathroom.
Yeah, I need a pee too.
Alright, quick
All
bio
right.
break.
Break time.
All fine here. Zoop. Oh, everyone's mostly gone. Hello.
We all decided it was a good time for a bio break.
That's fine. That makes sense. Where is here it is. Okay, let's get you in there. Hey, you. You going to bed? Da, da, da. Move this over. A lot of copying and pasting.
It's a Wikipedia article. Learned a lot from reading that first little bit that's copy and pasted in the.
Oh, there's a lot. You could spend a lot of time reading about the stuff that I have pulled from for this one.
Makes me need to. I'm like, I should
Can
go
hoodie?
and.
And it can be worn this way, but it's also a cowl neck.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool. Like,
Impromptu mask. Don't look at me, Paul.
face covering complete.
Oh my god.
Feel like after this Sithari stuff, I'm like, do I go play the Old Republic again? Like, I don't know.
You got time.
What do you got in quarantine? Time.
That's all you got. Everyone has. It's the year of time. Everyone has time this year.
You say that, but some people are like, yeah, fuck it, and they just go outside and get everyone sick.
That is happening a lot.
Well,
yeah.
and you
They're
know,
like,
in that case,
I know
they're
what'll
like,
be safe. I'm gonna go to a house party.
One of the things that has me really concerned right now is the UIUC is deciding to reopen.
Oh gosh.
Which means all the students are coming back in like 2 weeks. And I don't think this is a good move in any capacity.
No.
Like how do we think we're going to be able to handle this better than Harvard that has decided to go like all online? I don't see that happening.
School's reopening in the fall, right? For like the
Yeah.
OC and stuff.
The thing about the Harvard choice is
Yeah.
like, did they choose that because it's the best policy, or it's because what like the students and donors want?
Okay, I mean that's a good
fair.
point.
Because they probably very astutely made the decision that like most of our students are fairly well off and wealthy, so they'd probably just rather stay at home and live comfortable lives, and like they'll all have good internet or whatever to take remote
Sure.
classes, and like it won't be an issue or like whatever.
That makes a certain amount of sense. Yeah, I don't really know where everyone at UIUC, like in terms of, I don't know, donors, patrons, whatnot. I don't really know where they fall on it. I just know the community in general is not happy about the choice.
For sure.
Um,
The other thing being like the people going to Harvard probably are less likely to care that they're paying a fuck ton of money because they still get the degree that says Harvard.
that says Harvard on it. Yeah,
if you're
that's
going to
true.
most other schools and you're like, wait, you only pay full tuition for online courses? That's bullshit.
Yeah, totally. And I get that. And it's frustrating for us because like in the costume shop, it's like, what kind of education are you really getting if we can't actually put on a show? You know?
Right.
like, like all these students are coming out here and it's like all of our actors can't act, all of our costumers, like we can have them make costumes, but for a show that's like never going to go up. You know, so it's just like a weird situation all around.
Like, can you do a semester of elective courses? But that probably doesn't work for most people.
Probably doesn't help out a lot of people. And for the grad students, that's not even an option because like the whole reason they're out for the whole reason that they're out here is to be grad students in the costume shop. And it's like, well, we have nothing for you to do. So it's weird all around. Just like, I don't know. Last semester it was like we just canceled all the shows and like sent everybody home, and that was it.
You like your new trace over of N7 and Added Arms?
Yeah, I do.
So what's up with that? Why are you becoming an artiste?
Default config.
I don't know.
I mean, honestly, it's great. I think it's working. Keep doing it, but
I mean,
You're like,
I like
fusing
drawing.
the Star Wars game with like your desire to play drawing games at the same time.
It actually is helping
appreciate
me
the fan art.
keep focus, I
Yeah.
think, because I'm listening
Yeah.
more intently.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
I think you're
Sure.
both more
No, that's
focused
fine.
and rolling better, so keep doing it.
Yeah.
And rolling better.
I'm doing the same sort of thing very often and stuff like this, where I'm just like doodling on my iPad or like fiddling with something that doesn't take like language processing part of my brain, and I can actually pay attention a lot better.
Are you just saying fidget spinners?
I don't have any fidget spinners nearby, but that sort of caliber of thing, yes.
Yeah.
Doodling is totally like very beneficial to focus.
Yeah.
It's been a thing.
Oh, this looks like a puzzle room if I
Yeah,
ever
I hate
saw one.
this.
Puzzle's going to be a lot easier than you might imagine.
Oh, hell yeah, actual puzzle.
It's-
Let me
know what
cue
kind of
some
puzzle
Zelda
point it-
music.
You guys are going to be so disappointed.
Zelda
I know, right? It's like this can go
dungeon.
one of two ways, Meg. The thing you have to understand about D&D puzzles is sometimes it's like, oh, an interesting puzzle, and sometimes it's like, yeah, just do this series of skill checks and then you solve the puzzle.
Oh.
Okay.
But if you role play it well, maybe it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, we better.
Okay, well, I
Yeah.
still have Dungeon Zelda theme music going.
That's
From
probably
this
a good
guy with
choice
43 subscribers, Hero of Hyrule.
It's probably a good choice for this one. Is that?
No, it's all gone. See, I was trying to show you guys earlier that since Akbar wanted me to hold him a lot lately, I dragged this bench over so he can just sit right next to me while we play.
Aww.
Oh.
Are there
Oh
still
my
fireworks
goodness.
all the time?
Still a decent amount, not nearly
Hi,
as
Akbar.
bad. And Arya's back there because I was eating prosciutto.
Mm.
But,
Good.
and then he
No.
didn't know how to get down because he's a blind boy.
Aw, Bud. Poor Bud.
Those cataracts.
I see they're still there though. So that's good.
Yeah, I think Clay's coming now in 2 weeks, question mark.
Okay.
And then he'll just have them for a very short period of time. I'll get them
Oh.
back within 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
Because it was gonna reopen and now it's not gonna reopen.
So they did reopen, and I asked them if the Gavin Newsom,
Gaviner.
Gaviner. I like it.
The Gaviner.
if it was impacting him, and he said no, but I don't know.
Can't trust nobody these days.
So we'll see. But the store did open, or it did end up opening, but no
Oh.
one came in. So
All right. We can continue a little bit here. We'll probably call it after whatever happens in here, and save the rest for next time.
Ooh.
But we'll go ahead and continue for now, at least.
I don't have force powers, but I smell a fight.
Oh, you smell a fight?
Depends.
you have
I like sickle
tactical senses.
Puzzle.
Depends in lots of ways. So, as
So-
you guys enter,
Yeah.
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna be
I
like,
heard a
should we just
question.
start throwing our perception checks and
if you want to, I will not stop you if you want to throw a perception check at a difficulty of 2 out there.
can I just throw like a cool check in there for no reason?
Good.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Against anything, I'll just roll it. I'm
Nice.
feeling good.
Yeah, you're totally calm in here. There's no heebie-jeebies at all.
Yeah.
Roll.
Okay.
Against how many
uh,
difficulty for
wait.
the perception?
2.
2.
Ooh. Whiff.
Oh,
I guess I have to
Oh
roll
my
perception.
God.
Perceive everything, Des.
Gonna keep drawing, getting that juice.
Can
Okay.
I just can I just trip over N7?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I find an interesting rock on the ground. I suddenly stop. You trip over top of me.
Is this because Des touched the lightsaber and had that weird vision dream?
I don't know. It sort of works out, doesn't it? All right. So as you guys walk into here, you notice on the sides there's actually a giant mural painted, and there's just it's like a cityscape that is just completely on fire. And you guys already have a little bit of advanced knowledge thanks to that protocol droid. You're fairly certain this must have been old Coruscant. And Des, you're going to step forward here. And
It's a lot
you are
forward.
actually able, yes. So you are actually able to perceive the sort of like visage that's sort of carved into the area over here. Did I not? One sec.
So is Old Coruscant versus New Coruscant kind of like York versus New York, or is it the same thing and like they've
So
rebuilt it?
it actually was the same planet, just like
Oh,
out of
okay.
character knowledge. It was the same planet, but it happened so long ago that like it's been rebuilt and redone since then.
So it's like
New York.
Coruscant 2.0.
Yeah.
It's Futurama style New York.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
That's a
Okay.
good analogy. Yeah.
New York, got it. Love it. Love it.
Wow, I really dropped the ball on this one, my friends. Don't worry about it though. Anyway, so Des, what you are able to see is the visage of someone, and the name is hard to make out, but it's written in common. So you're able to read it.
Hell yeah, common.
We're gonna call it common. I know it's not technically common, but just for my sake, it's
The
common.
more this becomes Dungeons and Dragons, the
I
happier
know.
I'm
What, don't we call it basic or something?
I think it's
in Star
called
Wars?
basic.
I think it is basic.
Is
Is it really
Basic.
called basic? Thank you.
But
For,
the,
yeah,
um,
exactly.
The name that you see is Darth Angrel, and I can type that out for you if you
Is
so
the
desire.
Angrel.
So Angrel, yeah.
Angrel. Darth
Ingrel.
Angrel. Is
Darth
it?
Angles. No, he was he wrote the thing with Darth Marks. That was a joke for you poli-sci nerds out there,
Oh my god, that was so good.
or philosophy, whatever you want to call it.
Oh my god. The Marx Angrel reader.
I really want to meme that, but I'm not good at memes.
Oh, it's good.
Sean can do it for you.
I don't have enough.
Yeah,
No,
the problem is the good
just for
memers
this.
here. Nick and Sean don't understand the joke.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh.
I got nothing.
I'm like, ha, Marks.
Yeah.
Just keep this going for
Me
me.
too. Sitting here like, oh, well.
See, nobody
I know.
remembers Angles. Angles is
I know,
the
he
he's
did
the
so
forgotten
much and no one
forgotten
cares.
co-author.
When you said
Yeah.
angles, I was like, I can be your angle or your devil. That's like as deep as it went for me.
Angrel or your devil.
Oh
I
god.
was like,
You're Canadian, but you're clearly not a great socialist.
I mean, he did
Valid
move here
criticism.
after all.
I was just raised, I didn't have to study it.
I
Yeah.
was born of it. Wait, are you saying that Americans don't know American history? Because they don't.
They don't.
They don't.
Ness, come over here.
Yeah, Ness, come over
alright,
there.
this will walk on over.
Okay. So I need both of you to make a cool check now. This will
No.
be against a difficulty of 2.
Cool. Thanks, Dad.
And only you two are gonna make it.
Damn it.
Woo!
Okay, cool is
This is critically.
presence.
Oh my god, Ness.
Oh, he's got it. Do I still have to do it? Oh, I always forget the difficulty tonight.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah. So Des, you're gonna take 2 strain as this happens. Ness, you're gonna stay cool here. So what the 2 of you see, and the rest of you do not, but what the 2 of you see is there's a dark swirl of smoke that sort of starts pouring out of this this giant tomb in front of you that's much bigger than any tomb should be. And it just starts sweeping towards you, and pretty soon there's a whole cloud of smoke surrounding you, and a face appears in the cloud. And this guy appears,
He's very large.
and he looks down at the 2 of you, kind of emerging from the smoke, and he says, "What right have you to step into my tomb?"
Fuck you, man.
I thought you were dead.
Who,
I'm coming on strong. Get fucked, nerd.
I apologize for my friend here. Who might you be?
Why are you being polite to a Sith Lord?
Ness doesn't want to fucking die, Ness. That's why, alright? Like...
He says, "My name is Darth Engel, sacker of Coruscant. I left it destroyed in my wake." He says, "What are two Jedi doing on Coruscant?"
Jedi.
Technically just one. You know, she's not really a Jedi anymore, so maybe...
I don't know if it's time to split hairs.
She's
Ness.
tired.
It's not an important detail. The lightsaber isn't red. It's sort of.
But, we're...
Are we just peanut gallery in the back right now?
So you
You
three
just stay back. I ain't getting involved in this shit.
How
The-
many
the
months
thing-
has it been and you just know?
So here's the thing that's really fun about this is my 3 people in the back, you actually don't see this at all. So this is something that only happens to people who are force sensitive. So the 3 of you just see like the 2 of them suddenly become very shaken and just talking to nothing.
We're shook.
Shook it.
Heckin'
Amazing.
dorks, am I right?
Oh wait, so it's me and the droids, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The droid, I assume they're just like, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know.
Jedi
They've done-
vibes, am I
I've
right?
done this before. Just let them work through it. It's not a big deal. They like to play Jedi sometimes.
If they pass out, we'll just have to wake them up.
And shove them in the back to tank.
That's... You want to answer Darth Engel, maybe? Out...
He asked why we're here.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, out of character, I know what I would say, but I don't think Ness would say this, so I'm just gonna let you speak.
We have right to be here and reclaim our men that are trapped here.
Darth
We're
Engel.
coming for our men's.
Come boys.
So the
Um,
fact that we keep saying boys makes me think
boys.
Warhammer like 40k orcs, the boys.
Boys.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I always hated that.
Which is like not exactly the right kind of boys, but it's still hilarious.
Darth Engel does not really respond to that in any way. In fact, he almost looks confused for a second or two. But he looks at the 2 of you and he says, "I will give you a choice. For my tomb possesses information that may be useful to a Jedi. But if you want it, you will recite the prophecy of the Sith and swear allegiance to us, or you will undergo my challenge. Choose."
Never.
I will undergo your we will undergo your challenge.
Wait, Des, why do you even care?
That's
So-
what I'm. I have that question too. Like this. That's fine. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I just assumed Des is more pragmatic.
He says, "So be it." And the smoke dissipates. And for a few seconds, it's pretty quiet. Nothing really happens. And then I'm just gonna have everybody make a perception check. Again, it's gonna be against difficulty of 2. And we'll see what happens here.
Let it happen.
No.
You
I'll
Jedi,
play
just
this.
can't go with the flow.
that's their problem. Luck.
I'm not rolling well today.
So A1's the only one who does not, it's not clear so far. Okay, great. So everybody but A1 hears like, you all hear a rumbling that sort of starts to happen. But everyone else sort of perceives like something coming down from above in time to sort of clear out of this area. A1 does not. So A1, why don't you go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Cool.
This will be against difficulty of 3.
He's pretty athletic. He's got this.
I'm gonna say the crit counts for more than the failure, just for my sake. Like, I feel like that's rare enough that, you know, you're good there. Okay.
Okay. Whatever you say, boss.
This system is weird sometimes.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. System's very weird. So 2 giant statues plop down back here. And they are wielding 2 vibro swords in their hands.
Fake
and
Jedi.
as they crash down, like a knee sort of hits the ground and they come up, and those swords ignite, A1, you roll out of the way in time to kind of avoid getting smashed by this one. But there is another one that drops down over here, and everyone is gonna roll initiative now.
What
There we
is
go.
initiative again?
It is
Or cool.
vigilance or cool.
Oh, right. And it's always
I
the
finally need to open my
Got it when it counts,
Dang.
baby.
Boom.
Time for me to fire a gun for the second time.
Same.
I thought you were just gonna go like do something with your extra arms.
I don't think I really can right now. I don't know if there's a lot. I mean, I could just go check out whatever this is, because that seems important.
Stone enemies in Fallen Order were really annoying sometimes.
Yeah, they really were.
It was just like, oh my god, I have a lightsaber. It'll freaking cut your stone. It's so annoying. And it's gonna happen here too, man.
Yep. Welcome.
Is this one of those things
to
where we
this.
have to like DPS them equally so they go down at the same time?
Oh my god. No
that
mechanics.
That would have been really. That would have been
I
really
just had a
fun.
lot of WoW flashbacks.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No mechanics.
The
I'm on that boss
sisters?
in Persona, and it's terrible.
Wasn't there like
Oh,
this?
there's a Persona boss that you have to DPS things down. at the same
In
time?
Royale, they've reworked one of the palace bosses to be much worse.
Oh, no, which one is
Spoilers.
it?
It is Okumura Foods boss.
Are you really that one? Really?
Right? That's what I
The
said.
one that was.
It
the
was
one that
already not like.
I was gonna say the one that's already terrible. We made
They
it
doubled
worse.
down on making it worse. Trust me. Yeah, it's not fun.
There we go. Okay, I found my thing. Sorry.
So
that
the
took-
players didn't hate their life enough. If we make
Yeah,
it
I'm like,
worse,
oh,
surely.
This boss was already the worst, but like, wow.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
anyway.
I actually know 3 people that I got to play Persona 5 because I loved it so much, and 2 of them actually quit playing during that palace because they hated it so much.
So the palace itself seemed better for some reason playing it through Royale. Like the actual dungeon seemed better. But the boss fight, I'm like, for the love of who in Atlas thought this was a good idea? let me talk to them because it's not.
That's too bad.
But
Yeah. That dungeon just like in the first game at least, it killed a lot of people's enthusiasm.
totally,
for,
I get
for
it. Which is
that.
sad because right after it gets really, really, really good.
Yeah, everything after that is really fantastic. Okay, so many scores to punch in here. Okay, Death's got a 3.
Do you have another tool you're using on top of this?
Yeah, I have a different thing that I use for initiative scores and like health and everything to kind of keep track of that. And then
Smart.
and seven got nothing.
Three advantage.
You did get 3 advantage, so that's in there.
Equivalent to nothing.
It's slightly better than nothing.
It's nothing. 0.3.
Yeah, and then I need to. I have so many. This is why I don't like pay attention to like the YouTube chat or anything while this is going on because I have like 4 documents open already to keep track of. So it's just like I can't. Okay. So these guys, ooh boy, they have some scores. Okay. Not super great for you guys.
Oh my god.
Fuck, I'm so out of here. Holy shit. I'm going back to the ship. Oh my god.
Bad news, everyone.
I've got bad news.
I'm way too close to these fools right now.
Yeah,
You'll be
you
fine.
are.
You'll
You
probably
really
attack
are.
me.
Okay. Boy, yeah, where are they gonna go first? Okay.
Officer Wolfwood.
Soft and
okay.
squishy.
Do they get an advantage? There's no actual dual wield mechanic. No, okay.
So there is a dual wield mechanic, but the way it works is like, you know, it's basically like you instead of getting a crit with your weapon, you hit with the other weapon. Is basically how
Oh,
it
right,
works.
they're linked. Right, okay. Yeah, you have linked weapons. It's like a worse auto fire. I remember. now.
Basically, yeah. So okay.
Yeah.
Oh right, boy. I did not expect that to go quite that way. So the first person that this one marches for is N7.
Ooh, oh.
Oh no.
My poor buddy.
That's a big yikes.
I think this is actually
Yeah.
this is only the second time that I think that N7 has ever been attacked.
The first time
Yeah.
I missed, right? There was that giant robot that.
There was the
missed
robot
that.
that tried to get him.
Why- ganked him.
Okay.
Okay.
He got caught flat-footed, my friend.
Yep.
Flat feet.
You can very much blame the Jedi for this one.
Hey now.
Wasn't
You're an
gonna.
all-star.
I wasn't gonna pledge allegiance to the Sith. All right.
Oh my god.
Ah,
So
Okay.
proud.
It's gonna be against 2 difficulty.
I'm surprised that's what.
Can you use a destiny point to like maybe not die?
Yeah, I mean,
We'll
you know,
see.
we'll
I don't
find out.
understand. You guys wanted me to try like being like, yeah, I'll be a Sith. Teehee. Like,
I'm just
and
no.
then be like JKs.
I
Oh man, that's good.
Got
Okay.
him.
Got him.
Yep, we're gonna do that. Oof.
Nice.
Failure, but a crit.
Which means you don't crit.
Yes.
This system,
Thank you.
this goddamn system. Sometimes.
I'll ignore the rule every other time, but when it comes to N7 getting hit, I draw the line here. No further. No damage dealt, no crit. Pick one of the other options.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. What do we think of here? Failure with triumph.
There's other stuff on like the results table of like you can use Triumph to make
Yeah.
Yeah.
N7 have no defense. Or
Actually, you know
something.
what? You know what?
Yeah, do that one. Man, that would suck if I had no defense. Oh boy, oh my golly gee. Oh, if you slap that down to 0, oh jeepers.
Oh, gee.
Okay, so actually, yeah, that is kind of
A lot
what's
of
going to
it.
happen. That is kind of what's going to happen here. Although, it's not defense. What's going to happen is he's going to use his triumph to pin you. So one of his
He's gonna hold
One of-
both arms down, but then you can take your gun arm and put it in his face.
So yeah, he only has 2, and you got 3 arms.
Yeah.
Unless he just puts his like foot on you.
I got a fucking jetpack, bitch. Get ready.
So he's going to grab you with one of his arms, and he's just going to like slam you into the ground and hold you there. His failure is going to mean that he does not do damage, but his triumph is going to keep you pinned until you can get a chance to make an athletics check against him. So you are stuck there for now.
Understood.
Going forward, how big are these guys?
So they are, I would say maybe 8-9 feet tall.
Okay, so the same silhouette as us. They're not like a size bigger.
They're not a size
Oh.
bigger, no.
Okay.
So they
They're
are.
pretty big, though.
They're pretty big. They're pretty big, but they're not. It's not like the doors of the temple big. Like,
Sure. I was trying to give
those were-
N7 an advantage because he's a small roly boy.
I thought about it and I almost gave it to him, but then I decided
And then
not
I
to.
was like, fuck no.
So this
nah,
one,
fuck that nerd.
this
Oh,
one's
shit.
going. This one's going
Oh,
right.
they're really
for
not
Wolfowitz.
going for me. I'm sorry, guys.
Nope.
I tried.
No!
There wasn't
I'm
a
soft.
ability in the skill
So
tree.
soft.
Okay, so he gets 3 successes. So he's going to deal 11 damage to Wolfowitz.
I don't got a lot of that left.
You are
Holy
going
shit.
to soak. So how much is your soak?
3.
Okay.
Okay.
So
That's
that
not
brings it down to what? 8? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 8 minus
8
14. I'm at 6 wounds left.
You have a lot of
Yeah.
stim packs,
So that
right?
one comes
do.
out swinging, and he successfully lands a hit that just goes like right across your chest.
Damn.
And
You
yeah,
couldn't have
bad.
just said the stupid saying, and we could have walked out of here.
Never. I'm a Jedi, like my father before me.
Wait, really?
No, that's just
Daddy's
Star Wars.
boy.
Oh, okay.
Star Wars
Wait,
line.
no, like have the flashback sequence where you're like, my father was a Jedi. Wait, can Jedi have kids? Isn't that like illegal?
Only it's not really.
Only if you're Anakin.
Only like one of them does.
It's dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah, it's a bad rule. It causes the whole problem. But anyway,
It causes a lot of problems. Okay,
It
so
was
next up,
fine. Luke and Leia were born. Don't worry.
and Luke was like, "I'm gonna kill my nephew." So anyway.
It's fine.
Wolfowitz, you're up.
Fine.
Wolfowitz run.
Like, what do I even fucking
I
do
mean,
here?
on my turn, I'm hoping to try and hide you from all the Force people in the room.
You
So, I
you
mean,
can
you-
walk away
Yeah.
and then use a stim pack, and you can like use strain to double walk away if you want to not be as close.
That seems dangerous.
Why?
Do these
there's
guys
no
have an AoE?
Yeah,
there's no
so
attacks of opportunity in this game. You just get to be
Yeah.
like, I disengage from the whatever.
Yeah, so you essentially like use a maneuver to like disengage and flee, and they don't get an attack of opportunity like in D&D. So you can safely back up without getting attacked again.
Basically, no
Um,
penalty.
Yeah. So up to you. Back away, take cover. Back away, shoot. Back away, heal. I guess you do have stim packs on you. I think.
I do, yeah. I've got 6 of them left.
Less worried about the damage I just did. to you.
Listen, squishy boys like me come prepared, okay? We know we're gonna get squished.
Squishy pretty boys.
All right, yeah,
Not
I'll
the
choose to move. What's my maximum movement?
In this room, so one
Complicated.
maneuver would get you to about here.
Isn't
okay.
it one maneuver gets him to short range because
Uh,
he's engaged or some shit?
ah,
Or can you
fuck,
go
right.
straight from engaged to medium?
Oh, thanks,
Actually-
A1.
Actually, yeah, A1 is actually right. So
Fuck.
when you are engaged, you can only
Sometimes
get
just
to-
shut up.
Sometimes just shut up. So this
I'm
is what
a
he
rules
was.
lawyer, but I'm a fair rules lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So what? So yeah, actually he's right. So when you disengage from engage, you can only move short, which would probably get you to about here. If you want to take strain damage, you can actually take a second maneuver and then get further. So if you
I can-
so choose, you can do
and
that.
and then I can use my stim pack.
Yeah, and you can still use your stim pack if you choose to do that. But if you want to get further away, you have to voluntarily eat a strain.
Is it 1 strain?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, hell yeah, let's do it.
Is this double maneuvering? I thought it
or
was
is it?
2.
It's 2 actually. You're right. Sorry.
I don't understand why you keep saying things. I thought we had already gone over this.
I'm always glad that Paul's here because in the heat of the moment I often forget, but it's okay because he's here to correct me.
See, on the plus side, because you moved out of the way, that means when I shoot, I won't hit you by mistake. And that's the most important thing.
It's fair.
I mean, sure, I guess.
So yeah, Wolfowitz, you can go ahead and use one of those stim packs. I believe they heal for 5 on the first use.
I think it's 6.
Or 6. They heal for 6 on the first use. So
Nice,
you can
that's
go
what I
ahead and do that.
Vote kick A1.
Alright, I'll
we
go
need him.
back up to 11 wounds.
Wow, he fucks up once and he's gone.
Oh, God.
Wait,
Feels harsh.
That's pretty, to me, for me, it's twice. Okay.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
I'm just lawful neutral, okay?
Speaking of A1, it's his turn.
Oh, blast him.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll shoot at the one that's not engaged with the fleshy. Sorry, with the metally.
You're worried about taking out N7. I think that's fair.
Oh God. Do I know? Can I deduce how much soak a stony? They're made of stone, right?
Yeah, they are.
It's like, do I go for crits or do I go for multiple hits?
Crits or hits?
Yeah, pick one, Meg.
She just had the quip. She had nothing to follow it up with.
I go for crits, you want to blow off one of his legs, right?
Yeah, I go for
Yeah,
crits
I
as
would go
well.
for crits too.
Okay,
crits so
crits
good.
it is. All right, so it's oh God, it's been a while. How many ranks of this do I have? I only have 2, right? Yeah, okay.
Some crits are broken, so like.
Oh my God,
One,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, and then boost die, and then we're at what range? Short?
I would say this is probably short range. Yeah, I would say you're
Which-
short range for both of them.
Which is just 1, and I don't take a penalty because I'm not engaged with them.
Yeah, you got a shot to do some pretty big damage here.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then
Not
the
throwing
one
that
boost
shot.
because I aimed, and then am I forgetting anything? Wait, and we're going for crits, not hits, right?
Yeah, crits, not hits.
Crits not hits.
It's not hits.
Oh my God, look at that. Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay, and the damage on your gun is normally.
Oh shit! Did I upgrade that? Okay, good. I did. It is 11
Oh my God.
plus 6, and then I guess I take like a what do I do for my disadvantage?
For your
thing?
disadvantage, I'm gonna say it's just a strain. You're gonna take a strain damage from just the haste at which you had to maneuver away from these things and get your gun up and everything.
Big stony boys.
Big stony boys. So you are dealing, boy. So it's 17 damage total.
Whew. Stony boy,
Hefty.
not so stony anymore.
Hefty.
Oh shit! I have an advantage because I have my whatever eye. What do I want to do with my advantage? I would like to.
All those goddamn enhancements, I forgot.
I almost forgot.
Yeah.
No. No, I can't do that. I would like to add a boost to the next allied active character's check
Okay.
somehow.
Perfectly good.
However, narratively that makes sense. I don't know who's going next.
Oh, I do, and it's yeah. I'm gonna say you're gonna help him out there. Okay, so yeah, A1 lights this guy up. Bunch of laser fire happens, and chunks are just flying off of him as he's getting shot. Bunch of stone debris just all over the ground behind him. He's still up and moving though, and that brings us to Des. What's the plan, Des?
How wounded is Wolfwitz?
He hit himself with a stim pack.
I'm okay. I'm back up to like I'm only down 3 wounds right now.
Oh, that's pretty good. You'll be
Okay,
fine.
then I'm
for
gonna
another-
attack shit.
Good,
Yeah.
good little stim pack. Which one are you going for?
Who needs the most help? Who did A1 just attack?
A1 just attacked.
The bottom
just,
one.
Just attacked this guy, and it's pretty beat up.
Shall I finish him?
You can certainly give it a try.
You can try,
Okay.
and you get a boost die, I think.
Yes, you get
Let's
one
do
boost
that.
die.
I gave you an extra boost die. I think you already
Correct.
get some because something your lightsaber
His
something
light,
something.
yeah. Her smaller lightsaber gives her a boost die just for the fact that it is like lighter and easier to use.
Bum, 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 bum.
Duel of the Fates rockin'.
Bum, bum, bum,
Okay, so I'm rolling. In lightsaber, I roll with
Brawn.
Brawn, but it's the dumb shit.
2 yellow, 1 green.
I know it's not.
And 2 boost die, and it's a difficulty of 2.
Look, if you want to learn a Jedi form to use your cunning or something instead, that's an option.
It is, yeah.
But you have to spend the points on it.
The XP points.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's in your
Yeah.
skill tree, probably. Your talent.
You'd have to take
Hey,
the whatever
there's a hit.
Jedi school thing.
Lightsaber damage is what?
Do you want to come back up? It is 5, and I have accurate and breach and sunder.
Okay,
Do you
yep.
crit on a
breach
2 or a 3?
I have crit on a 2.
Oh shit, that's a crit then.
There we go.
Okay.
Unless you want to sunder, but I think crit's probably better, maybe?
I think crit is better.
Actually, I don't know if it's actually better, but
Oh,
it's
actually.
cooler, so...
Not the best crit.
Sunder is the one that makes you go past their soak or something, right?
Yeah, they probably have like a decent amount of soak because they're stoned, but... fuck it.
They certainly do. Okay.
They can't think no good, stone statue.
Yeah.
Stone statue cannot think.
His stone statue is currently, it's got a head
Her,
ring. Yeah, so Des is going to run forward and like when A1 blasted this thing, it sort of like limped down, and Des uses that opportunity to sort of jump up and drive a saber like into its head.
She didn't use the boost die.
Oh, did she not use the boost die?
Oh no, I didn't.
Throw in the.
Wait, don't you get 2 boost die?
2. Throw in 2 boost die because if both of these land
Just
a hit,
roll 2 boosts. Yeah, okay.
If both of these land a hit, you take it out. Oh, it adds another crit.
Yeah.
Okay. Why not? See what happens.
Oh, maybe you need a space.
Maybe.
I don't know how this game works. Sorry, I don't know how this rolling dice bot
Plus
works.
How this parser works.
There we go. We got it. Flip 1 light side destiny point to a dark side destiny point. Reverse if NPC. So you guys get another destiny point.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's for that guy talking to me bad. Okay.
So I'll just use 1 and that flips it for you guys. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So you actually, oh my god, you're so close. All right. Yeah. So there is now just a giant hole in this thing's head, but it's still up and moving. And that takes us to Nesprinto.
Alright, do we kill that one, or do I just run over and start slicing the one that has N7?
I mean, we don't have a clear healer, but we might as well get one down and have less to deal with.
Meg gets turned into WoW raid leader. Focus.
Yeah.
Focus DPS.
Focus.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's fair.
Yep.
Look.
Alright, that's the wall.
Does it make sense? Whatever, go for it.
More dots.
Run over here and
What
lightsaber it.
2 difficulty.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you, Paul.
Ow.
Oh wow. Wow.
You had one job.
That's unfortunate.
Oh god. Well, you have 3 advantage.
Hold on, let me look at what 3 advantage can do real quick.
Yeah, maybe you can somehow use it to unpin N7 even though it's unrelated.
I'm like 20 feet away.
I'll tell you what, if you want to, if you choose to let me decide what happens with those 3 advantage, I will allow you to help N7 with it.
Sure.
Okay.
Do it.
All right.
Never give the GM that much power.
The other stone statue feels empathy for his suffering friend and decides to release N7.
This is
would
a
be really
keep
good.
up situation.
His heart of stone turns into a heart of gold.
His heart grew 3 sizes that day. Okay. That brings us to N7.
Okay.
So N7, this is against I need to check my monster sheet here. Okay. So you're going to make an athletics check.
No.
And it's going to be against a difficulty of 2, but you upgrade one of the die to a challenge die instead of the difficulty.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I have a couple questions actually. So, what is this check that I'm making right now?
You're making an athletics check.
But like to what?
Like to what?
To remove his arm from you, basically. So yes, you can use your 3rd arm to assist.
Okay. I also have a jetpack.
You do. That's true. He has you pinned against the ground though, so like, well, I guess if you activate that, it does make you kind
And
of.
then he can just fly up on the
hold on to.
will like fly parallel to the floor away from him and screw me
you're
Have you
out.
also-
ever held a jetpack with your bare hands?
You're also going to add, but it's made of stone though.
This is a 9 feet stone thing.
Yeah.
It's very big. I'm not moving him. Like.
You're also
another
adding.
question.
Yeah, you're also adding 3 boost die to this because of Nesprinto.
Oh wow.
Yay, I did
Okay.
something.
But can I add a boost die for my,
Oh, my
jetpack?
For your jetpack.
To be clear, to set the stage, if my turn is get away from this guy and be in the air with my jetpack, oh yeah, that's a good turn.
Okay. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. I believe
matter-
this is my role.
Hey,
Oh
there
my
it is.
god.
Okay, so here's what happens. You pop on that jetpack and you start like sort of flying like against the ground, and you're
Yeah.
kind of like getting dragged at first, and you lift up, and you're just trying to like really hard to pull away from this guy. He's got a solid grip on you, and you see Ness over to the side, reach out with his hand, and all of a sudden like the guy's fingers just start moving off of you one by one. And then you are released through the power of the Force, and free.
I got you, ball boy.
This is why I made the back tank. It's all paying off, man. It's all paying off. Everyone's getting the back tank.
Yes.
I
So
don't
you
need it.
you are now free from the thing's hold. I believe that counts as your maneuver, so technically you have an action.
Blast them.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll shoot the one near me because I think people said that it's difficult to shoot a thing with people next to it, right?
That is
I'll go
correct.
for it. What'll
That sounds like a thing. What's the worst that
gas
could
help?
happen?
You just shoot him in the back. That's what I do.
So, I have
Mhm.
a blaster pistol.
Good.
What do I roll?
So it's going to be difficulty of 1, and the
Uh-huh.
skill you would be
It's my
rolling
ranged light.
is your ranged light.
Okay. It's that straightforward?
It's that straightforward.
Okay. Is this something that would benefit from me having 3 arms?
No, I'm going to say that having 3 arms does not make it easier to operate a pistol that is meant to be held with 1 hand.
Hey man, I gotta
Um,
ask.
I understand. Okay, what's the damage on that?
6.
Okay, all right, yeah. So as you're flying away, you're just like popping off shots at him. A few find their mark.
It also has the stun attribute. I'm assuming I'd have to set it to stun.
It's not relevant.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, you can do strain damage instead of wound.
Yeah, I'm not
but
worried about
you
that.
don't. You're not going to want to try and go for the strain threshold on these guys. I'll tell you that.
Spoilers.
First time I've ever fired my blaster pistol.
I know. I was just thinking that.
Weren't you gonna get a rivet gun?
I have one. I've used that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. On that assassin droid that we fucking assassinated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That thing got fucked up.
That thing
It
got
did.
so screwed.
Okay, so that's N7, which brings us back to Temple Guard. The injured one, who is currently engaged with 2 people already. I'm going to say he goes for one of those.
Can he cleave? Use the tail whip.
God damn it. 2 difficulty, and
Link
go.
fire on the Jedi.
Okay, so he's going to deal 9 damage to Nesprinto.
Wait, Nesprinto has defense now.
I do.
He does, that's true. Oh shit, so he should have had, what's your defense, Ness?
I think the armor gives me 1 defense.
Okay. Oh my god.
Defense. Yes.
Pays off, baby.
Yes, that clone Jedi armor pays off.
Royal rules lawyer goes both ways. Okay.
I giveth, I taketh away.
So you are going to take 2 strain from blocking against this thing's vibro sword as it comes down on you, just from the strain of like pushing against it. But you are not going to take any damage, wound damage at least. So your defense paid off there. Next up is the other one. Little droid didn't really do a whole lot to him, so I think he's gonna pivot over here. Okay.
I got 2 defense.
Okay. Okay, and he's gonna whiff as A1 sort of bobs and weaves under his vibro sword. Nicely done there, and that brings us to Wolfowitz.
Is he gonna do something with all his advantage?
He does have advantage, doesn't he?
He can make me sad,
Sorry,
probably.
I'm eating.
You're such a fascinating
Okay.
lawyer.
He is gonna do something with
Look,
it.
if we're gonna stick with this weird
No,
ass system,
Excuse
might
me.
as well play it.
You've needed me for like the past, many rounds. And I have a gun. I stole it from somebody on some other planet.
That's true. You do. You have a gun.
Yeah, remember when I was like, do you have heavy whatever? And he's like, yeah, I do. And I was like, well, shit.
I have a heavy blaster rifle that I stole from somebody. I think from one of the blaster droid or one of the droids on
Wait,
that.
does armor add to your soak too?
Okay.
It depends on the armor. So armor
Mine-
will add. If it has defense, that's just adding setback die to attackers. But it does also add soak value depending on the
It
armor.
says soak because like Jedi Commander armor has soak of 2, so does that?
So you're adding
Yes.
2 to your soak, yeah. So I think you're
Is it
now up to,
already
like, 8,
there?
aren't you?
And also, didn't your previous armor have soak? No.
I don't think it did.
It
Did
had 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you,
So that,
you got one.
for some
upgrade.
reason, the sheet doesn't like change it on the top left, but I'll just remember. Yeah, I have a soak of 8.
You have to put all the right X's in the right place. If you
Yeah,
have it
carry.
listed as carry and equip, then I think it adds it.
Ah.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
It is
Okay.
a pain like
So
that.
what's the plan here?
Yeah, so my plan is to move out of line of sight of Ness so I don't shoot him.
Okay.
And to shoot this guy.
Oh, this one here, huh?
Yeah, because now I
Okay.
have direct line of sight to him, so I don't have to worry about worry less about shooting Ness.
Yeah, we'll say less. So you're shooting the one that's attacking A1 then, right? Over
Yep.
here? Okay. All right.
Oh, it's been ages since I've used my combat abilities.
So from where you are, I'm going to say that's a difficulty of 2 for your shot.
All right, and that's ranged heavy because it's a heavy weapon. Oh,
Okay.
come on.
This is such a poor wolf.
Well, you know, nobody's gonna. I don't think anybody should dock me for my, my shooting ability.
You tried. So yeah.
Top
we'll
of my
do it.
class at the academy.
Everyone hears a heavy blaster ring out, and the shots are all flying around. Are all flying around.
Okay,
A1 there,
they're
but
canceled out. They're all flying around. They just missed their mark.
They're close. You know, they're close. You know, they're nearby. They're nearby. But none of them were going to find their mark, unfortunately. Okay.
Except for me, I guess. I made my
A1.
moves.
A1,
I didn't shoot
you're
Ness.
up.
All right, let's see. So step 1 is use 1 maneuver to back away, because who wants to be up close with someone? Step 2 is like extra maneuver to true aim.
A classic strategy.
Classic strategy. Take a step away, shoot him in the face. Like, what else are you gonna do? And then this time I'm gonna auto fire for the lulz, but just to like hit this one multiple times. I
Okay.
don't want to shoot my Jedi friends. I'll be nice for once.
Wow.
Or 1 boost die, and then
Character
it's
development.
2 difficulty, right? Because I'm short range.
Yeah, you're short range. I
Like 1 plus 1
short-
for the auto fire is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's all pay attention to the fact that A1 is trying to not shoot Ness right now, and that's pretty.
There is
special.
character development.
Substantial. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very substantial character development.
this is pivotal.
So 3 advantage. I believe that means you hit twice, doesn't it?
Yes, I hit twice, so that's what is it? 11 plus 2 is 13 twice.
Oh my god.
But soak applies for both of them separately.
Right,
This
yeah, it
is,
does.
this is the trade-off.
Yeah. Okay,
and
so
then-
13 twice.
I guess I'll recover 1 strain this time.
Ooh, boy. Okay. So yeah, you unload on this thing, and just chunks are just completely like ripping out of the side
Chunks.
of it. Still standing, but you've it's like limping from the amount of just like loss of structure it has now. My God, these things are so close. Okay, Des, you're up.
I'll just go by the one I'm still at and just do same
Please.
old try to
Yes.
finish him.
Finish him.
What's the
Just say
difficulty?
like it's Mortal Kombat and rip out his
Difficulty
spine.
2.
Finish him.
And then do I still have boost dice? I have 1, right?
You have 1 from your saber. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no flanking bonus. It's not like that kind of D&D.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Ew.
Okay, nope. Des is swinging away at the thing, but not cutting any pieces off here.
You still have
Uh,
advantage eye.
You do have advantage.
What is that? What can I do with that though?
You can add boost die to like the next person's turn. You can recover some strain if you take any strain damage.
I'll give. Who's after me?
Next up is Ness.
I'll give boost to Ness.
Okay.
Let's kill this one. Just kill one of them. This one won't die.
He like has the ability that like you get to critical damage and then like your defense and evasion go up a shit ton.
It's like when you would be reduced to 0 hit points, make a saving throw. If you pass, you're at 1. He's just done that a bunch.
Yep.
Okay, so Ness, you can go ahead and add 2 boost die to this next attack. And go ahead and give it a swing.
Boost is 2 boost die and 2.
Was Signs actually a good movie?
It had
Water.
moments.
Okay,
Had
there we go.
moments.
Okay.
Des!
I would say it had moments. Okay. There we go.
Swing away.
That's the trick. Swing.
Swing away. That's
the
why
way-
I thought about it.
I don't know why I remember that. I've seen it once.
I've
Swing
seen it
away.
once too, and I mostly just
Was
remember swing away.
Paul's just like, hey, Sign's a good movie? And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I was so
What's
confused.
going on? Yeah. swing
Someone
away.
Came
said swing
together.
away, and I'm like, Signs.
Signs. Good
I remember
movie.
that movie.
I just
okay.
remember the glasses of water.
I remember the glasses of water, but no one's like, glasses of water. The line's like, swing away. And then the like
Yeah.
dejected baseball, whatever guy's like, this is my calling. And he just like beats the alien with a bat.
It was all leading up to beating the shit out of an alien in his house. His
It
whole life.
It was a
This is
beautiful ending.
America.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful ending to
Gorgeous.
a nonsense film.
Don't forget that asthma saved a kid's life.
Hey Google, who starred in Signs?
Oh my god.
I have no idea.
We're gonna need to wrap this up soon. We're starting to go
Yeah.
off the rails.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, yikes.
Okay, so
Let's
Ness-
move on.
Yep,
Yeah.
Ness keeps this thing moving around and darting around as she's swinging away, and Nesprinto just comes in and just slices the thing in two. And this guy is kaput. He's
Woohoo!
now in 2 pieces on the ground, which leaves just
Yay.
this one left. And we have N7 next up.
Hell yeah. Okay. I'm gonna aim.
Nice.
Yeah.
You want-
Nice. And I'm gonna shoot at him. It's like that gives me like a boost or something, right?
It does. It gives you a boost die, and you're
Hell
gonna.
yeah.
Does Ness want to give N7 like a crap ton of...
Oh,
yeah,
he does have. Yeah.
I will give him boost. Yes.
So you can add an additional 2 boosts thanks to.
Wait, can
to
I give him
Ness.
1 boost? So can I? Is two advantage is 1 boost?
So I think you can actually give him a boost die with just 1 advantage.
Oh wow.
Let me check my chart here.
Can I recover
um,
some strain?
Yes, you may also use the. You may add 1 and then recover strain.
Great, I will do that.
Okay.
What's my like difficulty?
So your difficulty at that range, I'm going to say it's 1. You're pretty close.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my
I do,
god.
I do very good.
That is
Damn
very
it.
good.
What's the damage on your gun again? It's a 6.
6.
Okay. Just for fun.
A crits at 3.
He's knocked
So-
over.
So here's what happens. This thing is like limping at this point, and N7 kind of notices that like the structure is starting to fall over to one side. So N7 aims at its like lower left leg and fires a shot, and this thing falls over and like hits the ground and just shatters. And you guys have successfully cleared this.
Woohoo!
N7 got a kill.
And Seven's like, how does it feel being on the ground?
Yeah, we solved your statue puzzle.
And I think we'll just stop here for now and do the wrap up next time. You guys have successfully taken care of these Temple Guardians.
I have
I
an
agree.
important question for next time.
Trevor, I really
Yes.
appreciate that you gave us the opportunity to tear some statues of bad guys down. In this. It seems like it's like very like current events.
Very
Like-
topical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Topical
Nailed it.
Star Wars campaign.
I wish they weren't giant and stone, because when that one had me pinned, I really wanted to chuck it off the side of the platform, and that would have felt very appropriate also.
Just do a big old boop.
Part of me
Yeah.
was like, should I be shooting and breaking these statues as we walk in? But also like, that's probably a bad idea. And
Yeah. Do they drop these vibro swords?
They do. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
is
we
that
gotta.
scrap?
I'm just gonna write that down.
I will say they are designed for something that's larger than human, so they're going to be difficult to maneuver. But yeah, technically.
Well,
you
they're
could
just
use
worth
one.
money, is all.
That's
Wait.
true.
Isn't like vibro stuff made out of something special, or does it just vibrate purple?
So,
I'll let Meg.
no, I was
talk
just gonna say,
about
by
it.
the time we get to our boys, we're gonna have all this extra loot that we're just dragging behind us.
Yeah, just carrying like giant vibro swords.
We'll just like give them the vibro swords through the hole and be like, here, use these to get out.
Yeah, and then someone's like, that's my money.
I'm just saying, like, you gotta take loot where you can find it.
It's fair. It's fair.
Akbar, would
And
you take
vibro swords
loot?
are not free. So,
These are also like big vibro swords. So
yeah, they're
Yeah,
like
they're difficult
cool
to manage.
things. Yeah.
But in my
They're
mind, I'm
cool
like, but they're
things.
soulbound, so they're not worth much.
Yeah. But in my mind, it's like, but if I can wield one, that's just like a whole new aesthetic for N7 that I'm very excited about.
I mean, with all those arms.
3 arms.
N7 turning into
no,
cloud.
I don't think my character is really built for wielding large objects with a brawn of 1 and no melee skill.
Yeah.
All right. Well done, everybody.
Yay.
We did it.
The jerk of Coruscant.
Jerk, of course.
Jerk, of
Yeah,
course.
this guy.
Oh yeah. All right, we're wrapping it up next week. I was gonna be like, what does he say to? But okay,
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah, I think we'll save that for the top of next time. It's
see
getting,
this
it's getting late
snuggle
here.
boy?
I have a early day ahead of me.
Oof. Oh yeah, aren't you
So-
moving?
Very soon, not tomorrow. It's actually next week that the move is happening. I think it's after it's after Tuesday, so we can still do our nightly thing here.
Are you sure you're not gonna want to pack?
We're pretty close to done. I mean, we've been
Wait,
waiting.
you're a responsible adult who's like, I have a trip in a week. Let me like finish packing days
Yeah.
in advance.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, waiting for closing on a house takes a while, and the whole time we've just
Yep.
been like, well, let's just keep packing boxes, I guess.
I guess also you're in like
so-
quarantine, so maybe you just got time. To
Exactly.
spare.
Yeah, there's that too.
True.
It's a combination of those things. It's a lot easier to prepare for a move when you're home all day. So yeah, I mean, I think we're good there. Yeah, tomorrow we're actually helping someone else we know move, which is like,
Oh wow.
it's one of those things that is like during this particular time it's concerning because he has like some major health issues, right? So it's like we want to be super careful tomorrow. But
Yeah.
also his health issues mean that he can't move on his own. So it's like it's a toss up.
Man.
It's rough. It's rough. Yeah. So we're going to be very careful tomorrow getting him out of here. But it's good because he's moving in with his family. So it's like now he'll
Oh.
have people that can take care of him. Which out here he's got nobody. So.
Man, we have
Yeah.
people who can get him sick.
Yeah, that's the thing. No, it's a total fucking like.
Oh, you'll make it work. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's like he can't. It's like he can't do okay on his own, but then also like
Damned if you
exposing him to
do.
people might kill him. But
Damned
then
if
also
you
he might
don't.
die if he doesn't get help. So it's like, what do we do?
Yeah.
So God, it's a whole mess. But anyway, yeah, that's where I'll be tomorrow, and then next week I can focus on my own move.
Well, at least
So-
it's summertime. You can open up all the windows. You can go
Yeah.
in the room, and
Bring some alcohol swabs. I don't know. Is that effective at killing COVID? I have
yeah,
no
I don't know.
idea.
I mean,
Okay,
that
I'm
could
gonna
work
end
well.
the stream.
They're not using them probably.
Everyone say
right?
goodbye to Alan.
Bye,
Alan.
Goodbye,
Oh, we love
Alan.
Alan.
But